We're here. What's going on? Why won't that stuff not going on X? That is the weirdest thing that will not go on Twitter. Okay, well, we'll forget about Twitter again. And let me turn Instagram on. But happy Friday. We are talking about Real Housewives of Orange County. I am Reality with Kristen Marie. I don't see anybody here yet. But it's Reality Kristen Marie, who's starting on podcast on YouTube and all the other platforms, which is supposed to be on X, but I don't know why it's not, but we're not going to worry about it. I'll have to upload it later. So I see you here. Mamir, you. Sorry, not you. Mamir. Hi. Let me get to my notes. Wait for people to get here. So I miss you. Love you. Everybody, please comment, like, subscribe. I'm getting a lot of comments about me playing with my hair and me moving around constantly. And I try to explain to everybody, which I don't have to keep repeating myself, but I can't help it. I'm not going to be medicated. I don't want to be medicated. So if you can't stand me playing with my hair, you might as well just listen to the audio part. You can just not watch. Or like if you're listening on the Whose Side Are You On podcast side, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you do want to watch the Crazy Live, you can come over here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12:15. Like I said, sorry they keep playing with my hair. I can't help it. I've tried. You guys know that. The people that aren't or that are new are the ones making the comments, which I'm not mad at them. I get it. They don't know how upsetting it is for me. But let me turn Instagram on. I thought I did, but oh yeah, I am on Instagram. Hey, Monica. I know you guys. I can't hear you guys. Know I can't see your comments right on Instagram. So come over on YouTube. The link is you can click it right in the thing. Oh hi. I don't know. People say it's distracting. A couple people have. Oh my God, so do I. So do I. I can't stand Gina. First of all, who does she think she is? Who the fuck does she think she is? I'm sorry, I'm cursing already. But like if you literally were that worried about your career, you should have never did it for her then. Because it did not, to be honest, Jennifer's parents are rich. She honestly probably doesn't have to worry about anything. And if she really thought that Gina was going to like call her out in front of everybody, then she should have literally, oh man, I would have paid it. I don't know. And you know what? It's not like she was supposed to pay it. Her ex-husband was supposed to pay it. And she needed to get a divorce from him. And that meant him not working for her parents, which I don't know why he still couldn't work there. But I mean, if it was going to mess their like financial situation up, I would have just like continued to work for them, you know. But I like Jennifer's parents. I'm glad that we met them. I'm done with Tamara and I'm done with Gina. I'm done with Emily. Like, why are you here? I don't know why Emily's even here. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't know what you bring except for you're an asshole. Like, you make absolutely no sense. We know you're on Ozempic. You said that. I know. Like, it's so crazy. Like, and then Gina's acting like that's going to affect her career. You know what's affecting your career? Telling people's business. People are not going to do business with you because you're doing that. People don't want you going around saying when they can't pay their rent and shit. Like, is she like delusional? Like, I don't understand what the fuck. Like, Gina, like, I don't know. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but you are fucking ridiculous. Like, you make no sense. Like, I don't know why you're picking on Jen. Why do you always feel like you're like the Teresa? Like, you're like the Teresa, I swear. Like, and like, or like the Tamara. Well, like Tamara's like Teresa. Like, you just have to fight with people. And same thing with Tamara. Why are you running after Shannon if you don't give a fuck about her? Because Gina's like, or Shannon's like, we'll have a sit down conversation. And Tammy's like, no, I don't want to. It's like, then fuck off. Bye. Like, what are you doing here then? Like, I hate them too. I hate's a strong word. I don't hate anybody, but you know what I mean. Like, I was just like, what are we doing? Like, it's a good, I'm not like, and I'm not really on Shannon's side either. Like, I feel like her friends are her fucked up friend. Like, they're fucked up. So like, they're not even her friends, but like, she's getting a raw deal. So she's kind of like, got to be like, nice to whoever. But I would have not given Jesus jugs last week. I wouldn't have given her that. I would have made myself look stupid. She doesn't owe you shit. Old hag. Why? Who said that? I mean, Tamara's an ant. She's so stupid. Like, I don't even understand. I mean, as like, but I am enjoying it because like, Shannon is doing this to herself. Like, I know they say she's sober now, or she's not drinking now, but like, again, and also like, when this happens to you, your friends aren't supposed to like go like. She didn't do that to Gina. She didn't do that to any of them. But then I do remember her being mean to Heather because she wanted to get on the train, on the wagon, whatever the fuck it's called. So I guess, yeah. I don't know. I don't really like Shannon either, like I said. But I also feel like fuck your friends. Like if that's who your friends are, like then they're not your friends. Like a YouTube series. Am I invited? Would I be one of them? We are like the Real Housewives of YouTube. Well, me and Larja. I'm a mirror Danny. Or the Real Housewives. My Real Housewives days are over. Oh God! Like, what is Alexis? I can't stand her. I don't even know why she's there either. Like, I think that, like, I guess Shannon was forced to like talk to her. So instead of giving her the John thing, she just talks about the lawsuit, which I was like, huh? It's like she doesn't owe you anything, Shannon. Shut up. Like, you're so weird. I'm gonna complain with my hair and it's making me self-conscious. I said that too. I'm like, look, I don't want to be. I was like, just turn it off. I was like, because you're going to make me like really self-conscious now, and it's going to make me think about it. And then I felt bad, and I apologized to the person that said it. I was like, I'm really sorry. I was like, I didn't mean to lay it on you yesterday. Lynn, no, see, this is what they need to do. This is my prediction or my thing. Jesus Shugs, go. Goodbye. Like, we don't need you there. I like Lori. I would want Lori back. The one that married George. I like Lori. We need Gina to go. We need Emily to go. Tamra, she's already lost all her friends. She might as well just stay. Like, because nobody takes her seriously. You know what I mean? But they have to do like an OG, like Real Housewives, like they did with New York, and just get the OGs off here because they're not fun anymore. And you go to Ultimate Girls Trip, like do a 2-week thing, like we did with Roni. You know what I mean? And it worked. I like the Roni one. Like, I don't know why they're going to stop them just because of Caroline. Like, you force them to get together and drink anyway. So what's the point? Like, put them on an island together, like the OGs, and that way you just get rid of them. Like, do the same thing with Jersey. And I mean, get rid of Jennifer Aiden, take Trace off the show. Maybe throw Jackie into the Ultimate Girls Trip, but like, don't give her any, hey, thank you. I'm trying to touch my face. But yeah, like they need to do it with Jersey because I don't know what his loyalty to Teresa is, but if you are going to literally give us rails for our fucking reunion and not let anybody ask Teresa straight to her face what the fuck her problem is, then I don't like. You might as well just put them on, get them off the show, get them on off my girl show, and then call it a week, 2 weeks. Same thing with OC, same thing with Atlanta, and just keep the fresh new faces or the younger faces, except for Gina and Emily, and just like. I don't know. I mean, like, I would take Lori back. But see, she's an OG. She would probably go, like, it would have to be Vicky. We'd have some good OGs on the OG trip. That's not happening. But that's what you have to do because you got to force these people to get together anyway now. Think about it. They're not hanging out in real life. Hey, Terry. They're not hanging out in real life. You know what I mean? So it's like, so why even bother? And like, okay. You guys all know what happened to Ryan, right? Like Ryan, Jen's boyfriend. Again, it's not anything out of the ordinary for fraud and all that shit to be happening in OC or like, you know, close to it, like Beverly Hills. You know what I mean? So if they give her a hard time, it's like, I don't think Jen knew at all. But then again, how do you not know what Ryan does for a living? Like, I feel like he's had maybe like money and he could just gamble because he didn't just gamble. He washed that money. He cleaned that money for that dude. And that guy's a billionaire. So he was like well into it. So I don't know if he flipped on him or not, but I don't think he's going to prison. But I just feel bad for Jen that this happened. And then, like I said, you don't need Gina, loser Gina, who literally had nothing and had to start over acting like she doesn't know what it's about. Like she doesn't know, you know what I mean? Like she doesn't know what it's like to have to go through something where like you have to start over. And then she's leaving Travis. And it's like, you bought a house because you can't find a house together for all your kids, but you go and buy a house and you don't bring them with you. And now we're in the middle of like his girlfriend, his ex-wife getting restraining orders or like getting a divorce. I don't know. Something's happening right now. I'll have to read to you in a little bit. But like, I don't think he should now be with her. I think she's just like, she needs to just fuck off. I can't, like, she needs to just fuck off. You know what I mean? But the episode's like, I'm not hating it as much as I thought I would. Like, I really thought I was going to be like, I can't deal with how mean they are. But like, I feel like Shannon's not really like backing down. So, all right, let's see. Why do I feel like I'm on season? What am I here? Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Because I feel like, all right, where am I on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This season. This is. Well, I keep putting season 18. It is fucking season 19, isn't it? It's literally season 19, isn't it? Yeah. What is happening? My notes are off. My notes are off, guys. Okay. I thought it was. What the hell? It's called. What's it called? The season 19. Emily's Adventure. Nope. This stupid thing is giving me the wrong notes. I got the wrong notes. It's called like Rent or something, right? Hold on, I'll find it. I have it in here somewhere. Like Rent and something. Oh, here it is. I got it. I lied. I have it. Okay. Okay. No, I don't. Give me a second, guys. It's weird. Yeah, I got the wrong notes. I don't know. My notes came from the wrong. I said season 19, right? Anyway, I'll try to remember. I don't know. I'll try to remember. No, I can do. I know I can do. I lied. I know what I'll do. Hold on. Don't listen to me. I'll go to somebody else's recap and read it. I don't have a choice. I just I don't know how. It's season 19, isn't it? What the hell's happening? Did I just jump a timeline? I feel like I jumped a timeline. And Sandoval, by the way, I'll get to Sandoval real quick while I'm trying to look for this. What in the world is did he fire his lawyer? So is he trying to say that he didn't know anything about this? Because we're gonna talk about him too. How dare him act like he doesn't know what he's talking about? That was weird. Okay, all right, I'm gonna go to reality. Oh my god. Am I what timeline am I in? It's season 18. This is just not. Well, let's give me last year's. That's why. Okay, that's why everything's all messed up. Okay, what's happening? I don't know what's happening with Sandoval, but I feel like he didn't know what he was talking about, and then he didn't know what was happening. But when he got that backlash, that's when he decided to oh, I'm going to blame my lawyers. But I feel like too, it's season 18. That's what I don't understand. I don't know why my notes were coming up something else. Episode guide. Okay. God darn. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, we're in business. Okay. First of all, too. When Shannon walks away from that part, I know I loved Lori too. I know. Who is she? Oh my god, I couldn't take it. I was like, what is happening? Why would you do that? So the party, anyway. So when she walks out of there, I can't stand Jesus Drugs acting like she's going to, oh, she's not going to fight with me about John. She's not going to fight with me about John. And she's all huffy and puffy. And Heather's listen, I don't really want to talk about this right now. I know, me too. Me too, Terry. When Lori's son died, that was just recently. And I said this before, I watched my mom suffer watching me go through what I went through. And I remember I didn't want to have kids because I didn't want to risk giving them the addiction or the mental illness I suffered with. And then I'm not, me being who I am, I wouldn't be able to deal with it, And I remember watching her and thinking she's done the best. She was the best mom she could have been for him. She loved him so unconditionally, her son, and she understood the addiction. She understood that he couldn't help it. I love Lori. I was so heartbroken for her. So heartbroken. But, Heather's I'm the hostess. You know what I mean? But she's why don't we just go eat or something like that? And telling Alexis basically, Alexis, she doesn't want to talk about that. Blah, blah, blah. She thinks I owe her 300. And then Heather's look, I really want to talk to you about this, but I'm not going to do it here, and blah, blah, blah. And then in the other corners, you have like Gina telling everybody about Jen's business, Jen and Ryan's business, which he hasn't gotten caught yet. But the fact that like she's the realtor, I don't know. And like her dad did co-sign. Apparently her dad co-signed, right? So I don't know. They didn't run a credit check, but just because their dad co-signed. So I mean, why would Gina be alerted about the rent not being paid? Wouldn't just the owner of the place deal with Jen herself? You know what I mean? And I don't know why Jen put it on social media, but still, it's like Gina's like, oh, I'm losing business. How do you know you're losing business? You didn't even know about it until it was on social media. And then you're just going to assume that you lost a deal because of it. I don't understand that. And she's like, I didn't get a call back because of you. And she's like telling everybody. And of course, Gina's like, well, or Emily's like, well, look at her. Her nails are all done. And I'm like, what? This is weird. Like, what are they? They're like, Gina and Emily are like, I don't know, the peanut gallery. Like, they just don't belong there. They're weirdos. Like, especially when we get to Heather and Emily later on in the season, and you see her going, I've always felt like the fat girl in front of you, Heather. Heather has never made them feel any. Heather can't help but be pretentious, but she's not purposely doing it, and she doesn't care if you're like Gina and poor or were poor. You know what I mean? And I just like Gina's got to come up with her realtor business, which I don't think she's ever even like sold a house yet or closed a deal yet. But it's like, why are you even acting like you're better than her now? Like, now you're better than Shannon, and you're better than Jen, and you're better than this, and you're better than that. You're better than Travis now, too. It's like, didn't Travis even go to school with her for, like, real estate? It's so crazy. But, again, I don't really think Jesus jugs. And his come up and him smiling and all that shit is, like, just, who fucking cares? And I think all Bravo wants is for us to want Shannon to fail, I guess. I don't know. Because I don't really care about her arguing about John and her. I don't. It's fucked up. Like, I agree with Jeff Lewis. You did fuck her over. Bravo did fuck Shannon over. And you did take all her friends away. And then you know what I mean? You're allowing her to fucking, have to film with them there. Like, and with them, you know what I mean? Like, no. Like, but then again, Bravo wants money. All they care about is money. And you can't really blame them, But anyway, so they sit at the table and they talk about the engagement rings. And I don't know, what is this? Is it a game they're playing? Like, where I guess whoever goes in the booth brings a question out and it's like, what's your favorite piece of jewelry? Why do we have to talk about Alexis's ring? Her not promise ring. Hi, Aaron, Smiling with Aaron. Please, everybody go to Smiling with Aaron's channel and subscribe right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to go do that, please. Go subscribe to Aaron if you're listening to this now or listening to this later. Aaron has her channel. It's all positivity. And I think next week, what is it, Aaron? Next week, Thursday, we're going to do a best friends show. We're going to do like how we all met on YouTube and like how we became best friends, what we did. And how like we started out hosting Who's Starting On Together. And I thought I couldn't do it without her at one point. I was like devastated. There's a lot of times like that. There's a lot we could talk about, but it's going to be fun. So yeah, Aaron, Smiling with Aaron. So Johnny J and the ring, and she's like, the promise ring is not a promise ring. Can somebody tell me the difference? There is no difference between promised and promise, right? So you would give somebody a promise ring, right? And then if you promise to have a spiritual connection, and then are you then promised? So maybe she's trying to say they're promised. It's a promised ring, but it's still a promise ring, right? Like, am I? They're reading too much into it, right? Or she lied, right? It's really not a promise ring. Bravo besties to real life besties. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, I like that, Aaron. Did you make the thumbnail yet? Can I make it? Hey, Larja, happy Friday. Jesus jugs, Jesus jugs, Jesus jugs, Jesus. Why am I singing Jesus jugs? Johnny J and Jesus jugs. Oh my God, Johnny J and Jesus jugs. Wow. Anyway, so where are we at here? I gotta read somebody else's notes. I can't do that. But anyway, Alexis in her huffy puffy, blah blah blah, and she looked like she was wearing. First of all, in that booth, she looked like a stripper. I was like, you look like a stripper. Kind of look like a stripper. With her outfit too. Her outfit was bad, but so then I get one point, I guess, when they start talking about the ring, Shannon gets up and leaves. Oh, because Tamara makes a comment about, I want my friends to stop talking about me in 2018. But you have a podcast. Did you not remember? Your job is to talk about everyone. So why do you want friends that not talk? Because you are the one who gave up your friendship with Shannon. Now, if you're really her friend and you cared about her drinking, you wouldn't wait till we're on the camera. On the camera. You wouldn't wait till the cameras are up to chase her around to a hallway and go, I don't want to talk to you, but you're an asshole, but I don't want to talk to you. But like, you lied to me. You're a liar, Shannon Bedore. You called her a liar last season, remember? And now you're calling her a liar again. And it's like, what is she lying about? Her drinking? Because she has a drinking problem, Tamara. And if you're her friend, you don't call her out in front of people. You don't just give up on her and not call her again and go, you didn't call. And her biggest problem is that she didn't call you when you got fired. You fucking did the same shit. You did it to Vicky. Okay? You did it to Vicky when Vicky left. So who the fuck are you to say that they did it too? Shannon probably did do that, but I don't think she's going to chase you down, Tamara. And not for nothing, you didn't give a fuck about her friendship at all until you're back on the show. And then you just want to take down Jennifer Petroni, which, passing the buck to Gina, neither one of you assholes have any right to talk. So I just feel like Ryan's not going to go to jail, prison. Who cares if he committed some kind of whatever? He washed the guy with all the money, the baseball player's money for him. Probably got a good cut of it. He was probably a rookie or what's called a bookie. And I think somehow, he got a lot of the settlement. I think he got a lot of things given to him, like from his parents. I'm going to have to look him up. I might have to do a deep dive on Ryan. Because I feel like he's got enough money to pay his way, but you have to account for that money somehow. Like, yeah, they can live in that house together, but I'm going to have to think that she knows about what he was doing, because how do you move in with your two kids when you were so careful not to have to do that? Hey, Bug. What's going on? I feel there's like a thing. Something's happening. Like, did some kind of service go out? Because I was just watching Pascal, and I'm like, what happened? So, all right. So now so Tamrat running after Shannon. Now, Shannon's confessional is like that when the photos of Alexis and John came out, Tamrat she liked them and she put a clapping sign. Wrong. You don't do that. So when when Shannon asks her about it, which is fucked up, she tells her to grow the fuck up. Not, let me call my friend, and let me call my best friend, my tres amigos. Yeah, I heard. But it was like some kind of service that I'd never heard of or something. Like, it's AT&T, but somebody said if you have this one, then don't worry about it or something. Yeah, it's something pretty bad. I heard like all the planes were in the sky, and it could have did something really fucked up to him, but it didn't though. But how could it have? But it didn't. I don't know. I feel like this is. I don't want to say because I don't know. But so yeah, Tamrat's liking the photos of John and Alexis, which we saw all that, and I was like, see, I mean, but what do you expect out of Tamara? And yeah, Shannon fucked up, but Shannon fucked up. She needed her friends more than anything. You know what I mean? These bitches are such housewives. Tamara knows what she's doing, so it's you just have to know that you're not her real friend in life. You just know that, right? So no, I would not go on a tour with her and all that. The only reason they did that was to get back on the show, her and Vicky. And as soon as Tamrat did not need them anymore, she loved, and you know what, Tamrat, you loved what happened to Shannon. You're not her true friend. You loved she fucked up, so then you have something to scream and yell at her about, because you really don't love her like that. Because if you did, you do the complete opposite response. Could you imagine, Erin, if that happened to us? Could you imagine if something like that and everybody turned it and I'm like, oh, you're an asshole, I just turned on you for no reason. You know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't find this. If I don't stop, I keep twisting my name. But so she follows Shannon into the hallway and they argue about that. And Shannon's like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? Why would you put applause emojis in there? And Tamrat's response was, grow the fuck up. Okay, well, you grow the fuck up. How about that? Why don't you're 60. You guys are in your 60s. Again, you shouldn't have to worry about who's your friend. At 60, you should know who your friends are and who aren't your friends. And I don't know what Shannon thinks or who her friends are in real life, but these aren't it. And I Jeff Lewis is not maybe Jeff is her friend in real life, but you have to have lifelong friends. Where's your lifelong friends, Gina or Shannon? Because these bitches aren't it. Like, just know that this is a show that a job that you go to, and that these bitches are not going to be there for you in between seasons, which actually makes it suck for the fucking show. Because when you fuck each other over, then we don't like to see you hanging out and faking it when you come back to the season being aired. What this was supposed to be about, OC, behind the gates, was the Real Housewives of Coto de Casa, behind the gates, working, divorced or not, married. It's supposed to be Real Housewives of OC. So housewives meaning they are housewives, which half of them aren't, and they always make them have a job or make them have some kind of like product, which puts, I don't know. I can't stand Eddie and Tamara either. I don't think they're having sex, and we didn't see a lot of Tamara this fucking episode, so I feel like they're kind of done with her. Because if this season goes well and we can get Shannon to be okay with Jesus Jugs, because I feel like she does care about John Jansen, but like she's okay around. She seems like she's all right around this fucking chick, which I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm just starting to get like, I'm thinking about how I felt. Ooh, but see, I was still with the dude. So I don't know. This is my opinion. Shannon's on something, and it's not alcohol. And I said that last week because when she got there, she had a lot of balls to go up to Alexis. When somebody that you has just taken your ex publicly, who you got in a public DWI, broken your arm, hit a house, made all kinds of embarrassing mistakes, embarrassed your entire family, and you walked on the show into the fucking the lion's den with all this fucking confidence when we know you don't have that, Shannon, because if you did, you would have walked away from John a long time ago. So I believe that she was not only drinking, that she must be on some kind of anxiety meds. And I hate to be like, I'm not trying to be projecting or whatever it's called, but she did not seem right. Talking about $300,000. She does not owe you that, Shannon. Jesus Jugs doesn't really owe you anything. She didn't even really owe you loyalty. You got sued by her. She fucked you over. I mean, or twice now. And I know Alexis only hooked up with John to get on the show. It's obvious, but because she hates the fact that they're not talking about it, and she needs something to happen. Or why would she else? Like, she needs some. Alexis needs something to happen. Hey, you haven't seen it? Thanks. Yeah, like I put no stuff up. She needs something to happen. And like I said, Shannon could have taken the season off, but I guess she doesn't have the money to do that. But the fact that she brought up something other than John, like, I don't know if she's going to self-destruct by the end of the season, but I feel like Alexis isn't going to be as welcomed as I thought she was. And like Tamara, and if she was really just on Alexis's side, we don't really care what Tamara wants any. I mean, like, you have a podcast, bitch. You're not even supposed to be. You don't even go here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need Heather to go also to Beverly Hills. She's out of place here. Like, hey, Lauren, Heather just doesn't belong here. Like, I like her, but she just doesn't go here. You don't go here. They live in the Beverly Hills. She would fit so fucking perfectly in with Beverly Hills. She just needs to be friends with, like, I don't know. Like, we need maybe a new person. Oh, and I like the new girl, Katie. I like Katie a lot. I like Katie. So, yes, we need to have Katie in OC. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? But so we get past that. The favorite kind of jewelry. Emily. Oh God, Emily with the promised. So fucking nosy. And then they have also with Jen, with this going back to the lunch that Gina and Jen had, and Gina and Tamara, and screaming at screaming at Jennifer. Yeah. About like, you didn't know he was no, what was I talking about? Oh my God, Krista, shut the fuck up. Dude, I just skipped ahead. I'm skipping 2 friggin' scenes ahead, and I forgot what the hell I was saying because I'm doing. But Katie. So Katie, I didn't realize that Katie had never met Shannon before. And you also realize that Katie was told by Gina that Jen never paid her rent or whatever, because when they're on the beach, Katie, Jen, and Shannon, they're like the three, I don't know, I don't want to say outcasts, but like Katie's just coming into the group, and she's like, I'm sorry that you had to meet us under them circumstances. And she basically knew that she had she's like, look, Gina, this is Jen talking to Heather or Katie, Gina got me into that house, and I was, I couldn't pay the rent, I got evicted. And Katie's like, I know. It's like, huh? That's kind of fucked up. And it's like, again, Gina, you're the one telling everybody that, like, this chick has not been able to pay her rent or whatever. Like, and I don't know how that affects other people wanting to do business with you. You literally put your name on the line. I don't know why you said, I don't know what you're talking about. Because again, when we meet Jen's parents, Jen's dad co-signed on that rent thing on that house. That's why he helped her pay the rent. Now, I guess she got behind a month, right? So it would have been like this whole, to ask him for the pay the money again. It would have been a lot more if she was going to get evicted anyway. So it's like, she just move in with Ryan anyway, because I feel like Ryan doesn't have a mortgage on his house. And again, it's like he could afford to help her pay her rent. So yeah, it makes sense. But again, to be so stuck in a situation and not knowing what's up, I don't know. She knew what happened. See, she's got to know where Ryan's money comes from. So when she's asked about this, about where his money comes from, and she's like, I don't know what he does. I don't know. He used to do mortgages. Now I used to do mortgages too. And if I would have put away all the money I made doing mortgages, with stealing from the government and everything, I might not be able to I probably wouldn't have to work the rest of my life either. But unfortunately, you have like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't put all that money away. So I don't feel like the mortgage thing is going to fly with everyone. They're going to be like, I mean, now, but then again, if he's going to get in trouble for this money, I don't know what account he put it in. Like, he's got to have hidden money somewhere, because it's millions. I don't know what happened with this case, but it's millions. It's like $28 million he put into an account for this guy. He was his right-hand man. But I mean, promise in the eyes of the Lord, blah, 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 blah. So Shannon, excuse me, why is that so long? The beach scene. Okay. Yeah. So we just keep seeing these scenes of Gina showing a house and then calling Emily and going, and it was like, why do you look so pretty? She's like, I'm at work. And they start into this conversation about, like, I get Jen again, and how, did you see how her nails were done? Did you see, like, yeah, she was all glammed up and da, da, da. First of all, if the bitch is wearing couture, she probably had already bought it. Like, don't fucking clock me. You know what I mean? Just because there was a situation that my ex-husband didn't pay my rent, now you're going to clock me doing my nails. Like, every conversation she has is literally about fucking Jen and how Jen fucked her over. And she's like, yeah, I should have got this $24,000 deal. Blah, blah. And it's like, Gina's like, well, that's fucked up. I mean, she's like, I would never do that to you. It's like, Gina, all you did was help her find that house and, like, say, yeah, she's cool. She's a housewife. She is a real housewife. So again, Jen, her settlement that she just got, which Dana has all the details. She didn't get shit from her ex-husband. They just settled, and she got like a lump sum, but it's nothing. It's like $200 and some thousand, $100,000. Then I think she gets $6,000 a month. That's it. In child support and alimony. That's nothing when you live in OC. I mean, her rent was $6,000, which is way, way, way cheaper than like what I would have thought. Like, think about like how it is in Florida, like in Miami with Real Housewives of Miami. Their rent's $45,000 a month. So that's like, I was thinking that's how much her rent was, but like $6,000 a month isn't that bad for OC. So, but then that's going to go fast when you have to pay back the back rent that you made. Then you go find another place. That's going to run out quick. So, and then her housewife money, unless she stays on the show, I don't know what she would do. Like, her business wasn't going well either. But anyway, so she's trying to explain to Katie their living situation, and it doesn't come up about what happened yet because it hasn't happened yet on the show. But I feel like Ryan is a good guy, and Ryan does love Jen. I feel like, again, gambling addiction, whatever he was doing, he got caught up. And again, it's not the first time it's happened, but in these like with these wives. Look at Jim Jesus Jugs' ex-husband. We had no idea where his money was coming from, and that's why there was a defamation suit. You know what I mean? So you had 24,000 behind. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, Shannon or Gina, shut the fuck up. Like, I need her to explain herself. Like, why the fuck do you think it affects you? And why are all your stupid friends not basically telling you that doesn't make any sense? You know? Okay, so she's like, I feel like he just sits around and plays in the sunshine. But Jen, you can't just know that. Like, you need to know where his money comes from. You need to know, if you're going to move in with him with your kids, that this money, that his rent is paid, or rent, that your living situation is going to be forever, because your kids want a forever home. And unless he can show you and tell you and all that, I don't know how she's okay to do this. Because if she's so careful about it before, like, what is she? So then, to me, like, she knows where his money is. She's just not saying anything because they're all looking at her like she's crazy. He just sits in the sunshine. Okay. And I'm like, make something up, make something up, make something up. Because now they're going to, that like Shannon will probably go back and say something about it. Oh, she told me he doesn't do anything. Like, all he does is sit around. We don't know where his money comes from. And here she is moving all her kids in there. And like, oh my God, how dare. I want to get to the part where she literally tells fucking Jen to pay your fucking bills. Like, bitch, what? Like, well, I'm sorry. Okay. So, Roadhouse Cafe, Gina is meeting up with Jen. And this is one of the parts where I'm just like, this is where Gina, I just needs to get, like, I could not believe, I wanted to rip through. I really wanted to like literally go through the screen and just literally like rip her apart. Like, I just could not even believe that she was screaming at her like that in a parking lot in front of people. Like, why? Who are you? Like, what? Are you a crazy lady? Like, are you absolutely crazy? Like, there's no reason for you to do what you did and to scream at her like that. But when they meet up, it's like, it's all that, that whole, the niceties that they do at first. Oh, you look nice. Oh, you look cute. Yeah. You look cute. Yeah. And it's like, did you order yet? Yeah. And it's like, okay. And then I guess hold on a minute. I'm sorry. I just got an email. Like a really important email from YouTube. The hell? Okay. My AdSense. I don't know. What? Okay. Everything, you guys are still good, right? The Wi-Fi is working and all. Everything's good, right? You guys can see the chat. They're just telling me that YouTube's about to go down. What? All right, sorry guys. So yeah, they meet up for lunch, and it's like, for you to tell me that I need to pay my bills, basically, right? They're not doing it. They're definitely not doing it, Terry. They're not doing it. That whole weird, that was a weird scene with them too. Like, I don't know. We never see her life anymore, really. I mean, do we really even give a fuck? I really don't really care about her fucking life. Not at all, really. I mean, like, I don't care about Tamara and Eddie. I call her Tamara. I will never not call her Tamara. The show has called her Tamara for years. And I will never call Freddie Hollenkamp by her first name because she's annoying. And did somebody, who was it that's Alexis or something is doing the Two Pussies in a Pod show with Tamara? Because she's not allowed to talk about OC. I'm going to have to find out. I'll have to listen to it. But, so Gina starts freaking out, right? She's like, are you living with Ryan? And she's like, I'm really upset with you because, you didn't tell me that you wouldn't pay. And Jen's like, wait, you're mad at me because of why? She's like, as calm as can be. And like, I'm so proud of Jen for staying calm because this bitch is going crazy. She wanted a moment. It says the same thing. Gina wanted a moment just like Alexis did. Gina needs a moment so badly, and Jen is not giving it to her because Jen knows it's ridiculous. Jen's like, what do you mean? Jen's like, this is a problem for me. She basically throws her fucking food and starts to get him. She's like, you need to grow up, figure out how to take care of yourself and your kids. And it's not your ex-husband's responsibility. It's your responsibility. No, it was not. It was not her responsibility. It was her fucking husband's. That was the agreement. Jen, and it's not your boyfriend's responsibility. Gina, shut the fuck up. Because you moved in with Travis and you mean to tell me that he wasn't paying for shit? Like, Gina, you need to stop. Like, who the fuck? All of a sudden, because you have a job, because you've been on the show for how many years, we were calling for you to leave. This is probably your last season. We have been saying you're boring and stupid and we don't like you and you need to shut up. Like, you're breaking up with Travis. I want Travis's new girlfriend to be the next housewife. That's how bad I want Gina off the show. Gina and Emily, because Emily doesn't help it either. Emily should be like, Gina, you're being ridiculous. Like, and then to get out and say, and she said it in front of literally a restaurant full of people, and I'm sure they go there a lot, and she said it loudly, pay your fucking bills. And it's like, wait a minute. She looked like your nails are done, and it's like, whoa, like, now you're clocking my fucking, like, bitch, like, why don't you ask me what happened? Like, why don't you ask me? Like, and as you did not know, like, as if you did not know who was supposed to be paying, you know what I mean? Like you want a moment so badly and you're not getting it, and it's pissing you off, and all it does is make you look like an asshole. And I don't think you're on Watch What Happens Live last night. I don't think any of them were, but I just like, I was like, whoa. Like, I did not think that I was gonna like this was gonna be about Gina and like whose side are you on? Like, I did not think I was gonna do Gina and Jen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like waiting for Tamara to piss me off, and like Shannon and Jesus Jugs. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm more like wanting to get rid of Gina, you know? But and something about her like, oh, Jen goes, just because my life's falling apart doesn't mean my hair has to. Like, she's got that like really like Jen's got a really like OC look to her. That's what I mean. Like, Heather just doesn't belong. Like, she belongs in Beverly Hills. She's so Beverly Hills. She's like, what is she, like a real estate agent? She's not. I thought she was. She's not a real estate agent. Yes, she is. Tell me she's not. Tell me she's not. Is she not a real? Is she? I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Let me read that. Gina said to Jen. She's got to be a real estate agent. Wow. So she's like not getting her. She didn't get her license yet. Maybe she just hasn't closed the fucking house. You know what I mean? Maybe Travis, like, is it Travis that has the license and she just helps him or something? No, she wouldn't be allowed to show a house. She definitely has her license. But like, she hasn't really fucking sold any houses. And how dare her blame Gina? And if you're so worried about your career, then don't fucking co-sign for her, whatever the fuck you did. Whatever you think you did to make it your fault or something, that they're looking at you badly. No real estate agent or real, like, broker's going to be like blaming you for this. Like, because you stuck up for your friend, like, and I'm still confused. They didn't run a credit check or something? Like, so, because they did it on her dad. Her dad was a co-signer on it. Whatever. That's that. I feel like I'm missing a scene. I guess there was a Tamrat scene. I'm gonna tell you whose notes I have, but like, they're just they skipped that whole part. It's just totally not even in here. But let's look at Ryan's thing. So let me just leave it like, okay. Gina needs a moment desperately. She did this last season and it was really annoying. She went after Shannon and she went after Heather. Tried. And it's like, it didn't work. And we're like, God, you're weird. Like, you're so weird. And now she's got this whole job thing where it was basically her and Travis. And she didn't even know like prices of houses. Again, I know that it's hard. Like, it is a hard job. But like, you all of a sudden think that you can just shit on everybody in your life. Like you say later in the season, everybody's mad at you. For what? Why? Because you're just like Whitney, grasping at straws. You are Whitney. Look who's here. It's Momo, Kitty, love, Kitty, Lolo. Momos, come here, say hi. Sterling Marie, you haven't said hi in so long. Come here right now. Come here right now. Come here right now. Here she comes. Come here right now. Come here, my little Sterling Marie. You should see how we sleep. Come here, come say hi. Come up here right now. Miss Sterling Marie. Come here, she's coming. Come here, they want to say hi to you. They can't see you down here. Come here, please. Come here, my little lover. Why don't you come up here? Oh, come here. Let's say hi to everyone. This is you see Pandora all the time. This is my Sterling. I don't know why she won't say hi to everyone. She usually wants to say hi. She usually jumps up on the thing. No, we're live right now. We're famous. Remember I told you? Oh, she's leaving. But I don't know. It's just, it wasn't, I feel bad that like Jen's getting shit on again by somebody else in the show, because Tamrat did it to her last year. And again, like, I feel like she's got to know what's been going on with Ryan, because she stays with him. Oh, well, that's right. I'm sorry. Jen was on Watch What Happens Live, wasn't she? She was on Watch What Happens Live last night. Oh, I'm lying. I know she's the best. That's when I always send you pictures of Lauren. All right. We're like cat moms. We're crazy cat moms. Terry too. Terry, other Terry. Mama Bear Terry. Yeah, she's grasping at straws. And Emily's just like coasting along. Like, can you guys please tell me, like, everybody, even the comment section, what is your deal? Like, what do you think? Like, how do you think it should go? Do you think we just keep everybody we have? It's fine, but it's just annoying. And or just get rid of Gina. Like, if the show's doing well, they're not going to change it. But the three people, you just got to know these people aren't your friends in real life, you know? And I feel like we have enough like Ryan, when things happen with him, that's going to be a big deal. And I feel bad for Jen, but I think that she's already knew about it. she had to have known it was coming, because I feel like he might have turned state's evidence or something here. He had to go against the guy, because she seems like she's okay, and I do feel like I don't think he would have her move in if he knew this was coming down the pike. You know what I mean? Because apparently, we'll have to look it up. It was 16 million. That's what it was, the amount. Would you come here, please? What is your problem? Come here, please. Your mom said to come here now. Be my little kitty love right now. Come here right now. If you don't come up here and say hi, I'm going to be very upset. Come here. I tripped over her this morning getting out of the tan bed. But yeah, we can literally look up. Come here. What's wrong with you? We can look. I'm gonna look up Ryan's thing, and then I'm gonna talk about Sandoval. Oh, come back, Sterling. They said to come back. Come here. If you don't jump up here, come here. It's not me, Alan. They can't hear you down here. I got to get back to the show. I can't be playing with you all day. Come here. No, I want you up here, Mom. Come say your mom. I'm gonna ignore you if you don't come up here. Come up here now. Sterling Murray. Momo Kitty Love Kitty Love. Come up here right now. She's number 4, by the way. I have 5. All right, whatever, man. Whatever, man. They can't see you down here. All right, I'll screen share this. I know I feel you, but you're not coming up here. So Instagram, where are you guys over here? I have to keep reminding everybody that if you're on Instagram, I'm sorry that I can't see your comments. But if you're joined, I love you. Thank you. And I'm for some reason, Twitter's not working. I don't know why. But remind everybody, oh shoot, I am monetized. I forgot that I am monetized with super chats and super thanks, and my Cash App should be somewhere. My banner is somewhere. Yeah. My Cash App in there. Yeah. I forgot to say that. Oh, and I'm also monetized. I'm monetized with views too. So guys, so please share this. Like, share. Comment, all that. Engagement. The more engagement is better. I'm not, like I said, I was gonna do memberships, but we don't have to do that. But I'm trying not to ask anybody for money. Not ask for it, you know what I mean? I don't want to have a monthly membership. I think that's, I'm not cool enough for that yet. But yeah, being monetized, I hope it works out, because I need to be at least pay for my glam and stuff. George would be happy if I could at least pay for that. And my Botox and stuff. That's my biggest thing. I don't want to have to keep it. I would like to make enough to make Botox and myself, which isn't much, but I'm just saying. So yeah, please, anybody, please share all these on all the socials. The views help and all that stuff, which you guys already know that. Oh, I want to screen share it and look up. All right, let's look up. I'm gonna look up Ryan's thing real quick. I'm gonna show you Ryan's crime real quick. Oh, I can't share the screen so I find the thing. I hope I didn't just leave you guys. You're still there, right? Okay, good. Sorry. I know you can still see me. Okay, Ryan. Real Housewives OC crime. I remember watching this on the news. And I was like, whoa. He did what? Okay. This happened on May 9th. Okay, Otani is his name. I always forget the guy's name. Share. Share. Hold on. Wi-Fi's going out for a minute. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm small. It's big. Okay, let me read it. Are you kidding me? No, I don't have a mouse, so of course it wouldn't fuck with me. Come on. All right. Oh, who was that? Oh, God, that was scary. Oh, look how hot he is. Ryan's a good-looking man, guys. Okay, Ryan, boy, Okay, Real Housewives of OC. Jennifer, sorry. Ryan has reportedly been named in the gambling and theft scheme involving the former interpreter for Japanese Dodgers player Shohei Ohtani. May 8th, this is ESPN and US really. May 8th, Wednesday, Ohtani's interpreter, I'm not going to even, sorry, I can't say the name, Ippy something, wired money to Boyajan Ryan to pay his gambling debts. That same day, the U.S. Attorney's Office said Mizurahara agreed to enter a plea to federals related in the theft and nearby 17 theft. Whoa, hold on a second. What's happening here? So the interpreter took the money and gave it to Ryan. Okay. What? All right, well, prosecutors claim that Ms. Zohara used that money to pay off illegal gambling debts. He could face more than 30 years in federal prison under the plea deal. Ms. Zohara's illegal bookmaker told him he could pay his gambling debts by wiring money to Associate A, who was Ryan. Okay, and then what? Mihuzari regularly logged into Otani's bank account because he was his interpreter. So Mihuzari is the interpreter for Otani. Otani's a baseball player. Ryan, I guess, was his friend or bookie. I don't know. Otani's bank account. He logged into Otani's bank account and initially wired transfers from the account to the bookmaker and his associates for paying gambling debts. One was Ryan. A statement from the United States Attorney's Office, Martin Estrada, read, for example, on June 20th, 2023, Mihuzari accessed the account without Otani's permission and transferred $500,000 into one of the bookmaker's associates, I can't say Ryan's name, sorry. Criminal attorney Stephen Katzman told ESPN that the reality star is currently working with the federal authorities, told you. The outlet claimed that via sources that Boyajian could receive immunity. Okay. Because there's an active investigation and Ryan is working with the authorities. He can't confirm or deny what is going on. He's not a bookmaker or a sub-bookie. Yes, he is. There's Otani right there, and Mizuzari. That's his interpreter to the right. ESPN identified the alleged illegal bookmaker as Matthew Bauer, who reportedly spent Mihuzari's payments in marker accounts at casinos with Boyajian. He's helping him hide the money. After depositing the payments, the men would then allegedly withdraw the chips, gamble with them, and cash them out if they won. Wow. That's so smart. Bravo fans are familiar with Ryan from appearing on the season 17. So we're on 18, okay, with fiance Padrani, while filming the show. They get engaged this season. And who cares? We're over that. So last month, we got more. Last month, let's see what she says. Last month, Jennifer, 46, announced her engagement to Ryan, telling people we're both super stoked and couldn't be happier. We always say that our love is a gift, and this just feels like icing on the cake. This is a magical time for us. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. She continued, I was shocked. He was like, come here for a second. We walked down to the beach. He pulled me in, and I said to him, are you going to do something? And the second he got down on one knee, I don't remember what he said because I was so surprised. Ryan reflected on his future with Padrani. I think he really does love her, adding, we do life together. She's a combination of not only the strongest woman I've ever met, not only the most loving woman I've ever met, I agree, but the most absolutely amazing mother and lover, and not only of people, but in her own circle, but of people in general. I've never met someone who radiates so much love, true, genuine care for everyone. I love that he said that about her. So, we're going to get into what she thinks about everything. Who's this? Who cares about these people? No, I don't care about people. So there we go. What do you guys think? She should stay with him? I think definitely stay with him. Krista, your shade is delish. I want her. Yes, we do have to have his new girlfriend. Listen, Gina's got to go. She fucked up. Like, she's too new to start acting like she's too better. She's too better. She's too better. Acting like she's better than anybody. You know what I mean? She just got her shit together again. Think about it. Like, she just got her license back, her driver's license back with her DWI. She had a whole DV situation with Matt. Then she became his friend again. And they got all, like, you know, they're, like, co-parenting oh well. And then she had the balls to talk shit about Jen's situation. Like, about, oh, you cheated on your husband. And it triggered me. Remember what Gina did to Jen last summer? So not only has she told everybody how she didn't pay her rent, last summer, she's like, oh, I can't be around her. She's a cheater. It triggers me. But you can hang out with Matt. You're okay with your ex that actually cheated on you. That the one who's like triggered, when you get triggered, that's what you're triggered from. But you can't be friends with Jen, or you could sit her at the same table with Jen. And then you act like you forgive her. Like, you guys Like, you're like, I'm going to forgive her because she's my friend. No, I'm sorry. You're going to forgive Shannon because Shannon's your friend. I don't think Shannon should ever fucking talk to you again. And I don't think Jen should ever talk to any of them ever again. Not Tamara. Not really Shannon either. Because Shannon wasn't really on her side either last year. They were on her shit about Ryan's a cheater. Ryan's a cheater. I don't think. Let's focus on what Eddie and you are doing. What are you and Eddie doing? Anything? I'm trying to get like notes like I have notes. But no. So that's OC. And I did, let me see what the polls are. So I did 2 polls on Instagram, like who's starting on polls. Let's see what the results are. All right. Oh, no. 100% Gina, who's starting one. No. And then who started, and then with this Tom Sandoval, who's starting one lawyer, Tom or Daryl. Send it to Daryl, and everybody said they're on Daryl's side. And yeah. Ew, why is Stassi hanging out with the girls? I don't like that at all. All right, let's go on to Sandoval. All right, well, let's read what Sandoval had to say. Because I don't know what's happening with him. And does anybody care if I take a 5-second bathroom break? I know you guys don't really have a choice. I have to go to the bathroom. And you know it doesn't take me long. Let me see if I have that timer thingy. I'll be back in 30 seconds. And then we're going to talk about OC. I mean, we're going to talk about Tom. Come in. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, it smells like weed in here. All right, I'm back. Oh, sorry. All right, 30 seconds. How late was I? Oh, sorry. Bathroom's right down the hall. Okay. The hair. Again, if you don't like to see me playing with my hair, just turn off the sound and just do the audio. You know what I mean? So don't need my notes anymore. Let's go see what's going on with Tom. I know. See, you remember. Thank you. Thank you, Amir. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Okay. Sandoval. So, again, what does everybody think about Sandoval? Did anybody read about what happened? Let me just see what he had to say. Let's see how this whole thing went down. Because he wakes up and fires his lawyer. Ariana. Ariana. Because I can't type for shit. Okay. Hollywood. Okay. Let's see. We'll start with the Hollywood report. Let me share it first. Mr. Manchester. We call him Manchester the Overseer now. Guys, if I show you, do you guys see the pictures, by the way? I posted on Instagram about with all my plants and stuff. Remember I couldn't post them, and I can't believe I saw them. All right, stream, share. All right, let me get back to that. Okay, which one should we try? 58 minutes? We'll do this one first. Okay. Hollywood feed. It's like my source. Here we go. Okay. Hollywood Reporter. Oh, wait, that's all down there. Huh? I did agree. All right, Tom Sandoval. Okay. Tom Sandoval, against all odds, and to the something of most fans, Vanderpump Rules, the Sandoval saga has taken an even uglier turn. I can say that again, with Tom Sandoval filing a lawsuit this week against his former girlfriend Ariana Madix, claiming that she violated his privacy when peeking at his phone. I would fucking kill George. I looked at him. I said, "Do you hear this shit?" I looked at him. I said, "I would fucking murder you if you said that shit to me." Anyway, at his phone, discovered the salacious videos of her and her friend, him and her friend, and we know Rocky Robo. What do we call her? Rocky Bang Bang. That's what Zach calls her. Rocky Bang Bang. Okay. So blah blah blah. The distribution. Okay. Now again, I thought. Let's see. Sorry. I can't believe I need to get my mouse is not. Okay. So blah blah. Maddox then made copies of the tour. This is not true. Okay. Okay. Maddox then made copies of the toured videos and distributed them to multiple third parties, the suit alleges. The same claim that Levis has made in a suit against Smith. I thought that was dropped, though. Okay. Maddox attorney Jordan Sussman. And why is he doing that? Oh my God, it's so annoying. I have to keep doing this. Sorry, guys. Sandoval's attorney. I don't care about. Oh, he's Matt Garagos. Oh God. All right. Let's get it together. Maddox's attorney, Jordan Sussman, responded to the suit in a statement sent to the Hollywood Reporter. It's abhorrent. I don't know what that word is. That Tom Sandoval continues to torment Miss Maddox, yes. From engaging in an illicit affair that shattered her home and stability, yes. 2 months of emotional warfare, yes. Years now. It's over a year now. And now his attempt to further shrink personal responsibility for the effects of his actions have had on her and her emotional well-being. Mr. Sandoval knows full well what sort of privileges he and Miss Maddox shared in regard to the personal communication devices. If he or his mistress had their way, it would be illegal for someone to discover their spouse and say, for Mr. Sandoval to go from begging Miss Maddox for forgiveness to blaming her for his wrongdoings speaks for itself. Even months after the New York Times branded Mr. Sandoval most hated man in America, he clearly has learned nothing because he didn't. He got a whole redemption season. He had a whole redemption season, and he was going to go out with a bang. And then he fucked up with his girlfriend, his scumbag, drug addict girlfriend, because we're going to get to what else he did. Okay. So anyway, somehow most hated man in America. He's learned nothing. Believes he continues to torture Miss Maddox. I don't know how he's going to rehabilitate his image. He hasn't. His girlfriend's a fucking drug addict, and apparently so is he. Miss Maddox, allegedly. Miss Maddox, confidential. We'll see that. Okay, so this is before he drops it. But anyway, Sandoval's attorney, Matthew Garagos, of all freaking people, that's the suit. That the suit was. Oh, what the hell? Did you see this? Did you see that? God damn it! Like really? I gotta start over again. Anyway, we'll go to the other one because we know that he's a piece of shit for doing this. I swear to God, I was forgiving him. I was so forgiving of him. Oh, now Instagram's out. I was so forgiving of him, and you guys know that. So forgiving of him. Yep. Oh, yeah, thank you. It is like an OSS. I was just looking at your things real quick. So, all right, let's go to where he did now. Ariana Maddox. Okay, 58 minutes. Why? What happened to her now? 58 minutes ago. Share it. Oh, share it. Share screen. Okay, so apparently, he drops the lawsuit, right? But let's see why he was even doing it to begin with. Who's gonna see this, right? Use. I'm so Jersey. I just said use. Use. Oh my God, use. I haven't said that in a long time. I've been saying y'all. I hated saying use. It's not a real word. I'm not really Teresa, I promise. Oh man. Okay. So blah, blah. Okay. One day you can be at the top of, she still is, top of your world naming chicken salad sandwiches, whatever. The next you're getting sued twice in 1 week. Ariana Maddox was probably only the second worst week of her life thanks to 2 back-to-back lawsuits. Okay. Oh, who cares about Penny too? About Penny, I forgot about that. Penny. This is 58 minutes ago. Tom's dropped it. I'm getting really annoyed by this stuff here. Okay. All right, blah, blah, blah. Stand about their consent. Okay. Mm-hmm. Who's the third party? Suing his scorned ex-girlfriend for revenge porn is one of the few things Sandoval could do to make himself look worse. Okay. Now, but it appears he and Sandoval were not exactly on the same page about the implications of his customary legal action more on Thursday. Sandoval wrote on Instagram that he was no way suing Maddox. So what did he do? He reactivated it? So he deactivates his fucking thing. I skipped the whole thing. Let's see. Okay, we don't care about that. Blah, blah, blah. So he supposedly he stopped his Instagram. But so how did he go on Instagram again? So he goes on to Instagram and say he was not suing her. Okay. Okay, so he goes on Instagram. In no way is he suing Maddox, claims that Garagos, who advice I trusted, had urged him to file cross-complaint without explicitly using the terms new lawsuit or suing. Upon realizing what this action actually means, Sandoval, I have removed Matt Garagos from my legal team. Really? Garagos? You canceled one of the most biggest... Okay. Well, I mean... And hold no ill will vindictive towards Ariana. He wrote in his cross complaint. So what did he do then? What happened then? He did do it. I thought that he had shut his thing down, whatever. This is Tom Sandoval. Late Tuesday afternoon, my attorney, Matt Garagos, who advice I trusted, called me about the cross complaint in the lawsuit against myself and Ariana, which is from Rocky Balboa. He assured me that the action was customary and strictly preventative in these types of lawsuits and urged me to agree to it. The words new lawsuit or suing were not articulated to me. I should have done more of my... Yeah, you should have, dickhead, you drug addict. I should have done more of my due diligence in the matter. Yeah, you fucking should have. Because you fucked yourself. Upon realizing what we thought... No, upon realizing what backlash you got, dickhead. Oh, man. I have removed Matt Garagos from my legal team. In no way am I suing Ariana. The action against Ariana brought on my behalf is being removed. So what? You still did it. You still had your... I mean, whatever. Anyway, I don't believe him. The action is... blah, blah, blah. I don't think Matt Garagos is to blame. I think you are. You would think a woman... about the sandwich shop. We don't have to read all that. That's stupid. I don't like that. So, I'll read a little bit. So, this is Ariana and the sandwich shop. You would think a woman with so ensnared in personal drama might find... She's not worried about this shit. She's on top of her game. Just because Penny David has filed a lawsuit against Maddox and O'Connor / Vanderpump Rules, Katie Milo, due to the terms of the written agreement, promise 10% ownership, blah, 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 all that stuff. So, no, you wanted to, own the place, lady. Beat it, bitch. Right? Anyway, we don't need any of this. Okay, guys. So, that's that. I feel like something's up with YouTube because I don't see all my people that are watching. You know what I mean? It's strange. Yep, I agree. I can see Tom. Well, fucking, you're a grown-ass man. That's not... Mimir, Danny, I know that you always give everybody the benefit of that. I don't. I think that he's a grown-ass man that should have thought about that. Oh, you are late, but it's okay. I lost my mind. I lose my mind, but... So I said, I'm not really on Gina's side with all this. We love Danielle. Danielle, you guys know Danielle. I'll drop the link in case you want to call. And if you guys hear Danielle's voice, you'll know exactly who it is. If you don't already. Because we are all part of the same thing. I sat next to her at Kempire Show, didn't realize it. I was like, I know her. I love her. I know her. Danielle, if you come up, we could chat a little bit more. I won't feel like I'm repeating myself. But no, like I just feel like Gina is a mess. She's got to go. Gina's a fucking problem. She's like a fucking she's Tamrat. No, I'm sorry. She's Teddy. She is Teddy, guys. She is Teddy. She's like a gnat now. Like get out of the way. Like what do you mean? Like you're trying to do something that's not happening. Your moments aren't working. Like same thing with like fucking Whitney. Whitney's moments do not work. Like they just fall flat. And Gina's is being stupid. Like you think like I think she thinks she's too good now. You haven't even sold a house yet, as far as I know. And like you think you're gonna go buy a house without Travis? I know. I was wondering. I don't know, like my chat, like I feel like it's stuck or something. Hey, oh look how sexy your picture is.
Oh my goodness. If only I looked like that right there at this moment, I would turn my camera on.
That's okay. So how are you? What are you
I'm
doing?
putting yourself happy summertime. I am almost that tan though. I have been tanning, and so yeah, I kind of do look like that, but I just woke up and my hair's all over my head, so no.
So what do you think about Gina? What do you think about this whole thing?
You just said a couple of things that I was thinking. One, Gina has gotten to this space, and I think it's almost like a seniority thing, like a mean girl vibe,
Yeah.
because now Gina is more senior than Jen. Gina
Yep.
is coming across like she's better than. And I'm sitting there looking like, Gina, this was like you a couple of seasons ago when you first got on the show. Who do you think you're talking to? And the part that baffles me, and I'm no real estate person,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I know how this works. How does Jen being evicted, not paying her rent, anything affect Gina's work ethic, work reputation, or anything to do? The only, well, like here in
It does
DC,
not,
it
by the way.
doesn't. That's what I was going to say. It does not
You
affect
know
her
what fucks her
any
up?
way.
Talking about somebody on camera, talking about somebody's business is why somebody's not going to do business with you. If you're going to talk
Yes.
about their client one day, you know what I mean?
And then she made a comment. She said that because of Jen's background, she didn't do like the background check or something. Like she didn't run it or whatever. So now you don't put the business out. You don't say that on camera. So that's your fault if people don't want to work with
Right.
you. Because
But you know
and
what? Her dad co-signed for her. That's why. So
but
not only she just forgetting to leave that part out.
mm-hmm,
Jen's dad, the rich person who's rich and
yeah.
doesn't need to like, worry about money, whatever, co-signed for her. So that has nothing to do with her reputation. If anything, she looks horrible for talking about somebody's client.
And I don't know if you watched the What's Happened Live that came on after us, but Jen said on there her dad ended up paying the debt.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like you have no control over once you're somebody's like whatever she did finds her I guess a rental. I guess that's you know what I mean. Like if it did get paid, it was only easier for her to leave and not get evicted, but then pay it and leave instead of staying there and having to always pay that 24 or whatever it was every month. So all she did was like break the lease or whatever, have the lease
Yes.
broken, right? So exactly. She is so she is,
N-
and she's rid of Travis too. Like what?
Now, here in DC and stuff, and I don't know what LA is so different. I mean, not LA, but California laws are so different. Here, real estate agents that rent, like, when you sell a house, you get the commission. If you
Right.
rent a house, they do get here in DC, they get a commission every month when you pay your rent. So the
Huh.
only thing that could have happened is that Gina's not getting that commission
Well,
every month. But here's the thing.
that's on
If
you,
you
miss.
were so worried about the commission, you would have been known that she was getting evicted because you wouldn't have had to worry about it being shown on. And she kept saying, "We saw it on Instagram." All she said on Instagram was that she was moving.
That's what she saw on Instagram. I was going to ask you. I was like, why would Gina or why would Jen put that on Instagram that she was evicted? You know what I mean?
Right.
And Gina, apparently, this was not that. This was a while ago. So why are you waiting? Like you literally waited until you had to see her on camera to bring it up and tell everybody how much of a piece of shit she is. And
But
like,
let's not act like Jenna didn't have housing issues. I
right?
mean, she kind of still has housing issues now because now her house is too small for her and her boyfriend and her kids.
Thank
But
you.
prior to her finding the rental, I think she owns it now. But when her and her husband first broke up, let's not act like she wasn't having
Right.
issues. So what is
She
she?
has a lot of issues.
And that's the part that I didn't like about Gina. And normally I like Gina because she's kind of like a straight shooter. But in yesterday's episode, I didn't like the fact that she kept going on Jen. And let's not act like you haven't been in that same seat before, girl.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
And
I
the
didn't
thing
like
with
that.
Shannon, yeah, and with Shannon too, like I know that Shannon fucked up. We all know Shannon fucked up royally. And I give her fucking credit for even showing up and not giving Jesus Jugs the moment that she wanted. You know, it's like she didn't, but like Gina to go after Shannon and go, oh, well, like, like you put me through hell last season. Shannon put Gina through hell last season. I don't remember that. I
No.
don't remember Gina. Shannon did say some things about Gina, but you got the DWI, Gina.
Yeah.
Like, all she did, she bailed your ass out so you wouldn't go to jail. Yeah, she should have kept her business to herself. But now this is the thing. Like, Shannon needs them more than ever. If they were real friends, I feel like Tamara is happy this happened to Shannon. Like, she wants the bad things to happen to Shannon because she can yell at her and be right.
Yeah,
And have
Tamara wants all bad things happen to everyone except for her. But
she loves the fact
Shannon,
that she can call
and
Shannon a piece of shit.
when Shannon first joined the show, I was like, oh, she's a breath of air. She's funny. Even after she went through her divorce and everything, I still like Shannon. But
Yeah.
when Shannon threw Gina under the bus and tried to say that CPS was involved with Gina's DUI, I was like, girl, where did you make that up? And now that Shannon's in that boat, where's your is anyone coming for you in CPS? Like,
I know.
and I listen, when Jesus Jugs was on there before, I didn't really care for her because she just seemed like real airish, like
Annoying.
she was kind of annoying. And I think it was more so her husband. I think for me it was the husband that made me not like her, because I wanted to like her because she seemed like a reasonable stay-at-home mom. She was like,
like another Tamrat. Just a married guy from I don't know.
yes, but and I'm okay with her being back now, and I'm totally okay for her going for Shannon or coming for Shannon, because Shannon's becoming annoying. Shannon is, I'm gonna just say it, Shannon's a typical Karen, and I don't like her anymore.
Yeah. She's got, and especially like I know that she's really hurt by these people not being her friends, but when does she realize that they've never been her friend? These
But the
people
one person who's always been her friend, who is to me on Shannon's level, is our good old girlfriend, Champs.
Champ, you're right. You're absolutely right. And she won't even literally, and she did come for Heather last season.
She did.
She did not realize that she was going to need these people. Like, I don't like how she acted. Like, I felt bad. I thought it was a really bad idea for her to try to stay sober and go on the show and see. Oh, I thought this was going to be a shit show, a toxic train. And I'm not mad at it so far, because I feel like the moment that Jesus Jugs wants, she's not going to get out of Shannon. Shannon gave her a stupid moment about a lawsuit that has nothing to do with Jesus Jugs having to give you $300,000. Because she's like, I'm not going to discuss this, Shannon. Shannon goes, well, you're going to give me $300,000, or I'm not going to.
Shannon brought that up. Jesus
Right.
Jugs didn't ask for the compensation.
That's what I mean.
Jesus Jugs didn't ask. And then
she wanted to fight about John.
when Heather and Shannon went to dinner or lunch on last night's episode, and Heather was asking for and she said, I don't want an apology. And I love that about Heather. She was like, I don't want an apology.
Nope.
I just want you to acknowledge that I have been what you're trying to say I'm not. Right. Shannon couldn't even give her that. And she was like, oh, well, we'll see. Bitch, we'll see what? She's shown you that she's your friend in present moment. Everything you've said about her in past seasons, all that crap last season wasn't true. So if nothing else, you do owe her an apology. And she's shown you that she's a good friend. And you still, that's because Shannon really wanted to be up Vicky's ass and Tamara's ass, and now she's not getting it. And Heather, if you think about how Shannon came on the show when she was still married and the mom, and she was really like a little low, not low budget, but a couple of tax brackets lower than Heather. She and Heather are practically the same person. That's why I like them.
They'll never have Heather money.
Yeah, she won't, but she still had the same like mentality. How we gonna raise these kids? How we gonna do this? And she was just poised and put it all together. And then every time Shannon loses a man, we lose another piece of Shannon, because Shannon's almost like Vicky in that point. Every time Vicky lost a man, we lost a good part of Vicky. And I never really cared for Vicky. Vicky's always going to be Miss Piggy to me after that. Slade gave her that name, and I think it's hilarious. But every time Shannon loses a man, she loses a piece of herself, and she let these men come in, and she needs a backbone. She needs some nuts. She needs to know how to grow up.
And I heard two people were saying that, like, they see the difference how John is with Jesus Jugs, the love they have, and how it was with Shannon. Like, and now you can see that they were drinking buddies, and all he did was he was sleeping with Shannon, and that went on for so long, and she allowed that, and that's why John did not want her to talk about the relationship, because there was none. So she had to make it sound like it was private. He's private, because she knew it wasn't a real relationship. And what he has with Jesus Jugs is a real relationship. As much as I feel bad for Shannon, and I feel like she's using John, Johnny J, we'll call him. He's Slate 2.0. But you're right. You have me right. You have me thinking now, because now I'm thinking to myself, all the things that Shannon has done. You're right. Why am I feeling bad for her? Like, she's literally, I can't believe she can't afford to take a season off.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for Shannon now one bit. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
They wouldn't sign a release to not talk about her too, by the way. Did you know that John and Jesus Jug said no? She wanted them to sign a release and saying that if I stay off the show that you won't talk about me. And they said, no, we're not doing that. So then I was like, fuck it, then go on the show then, because nobody's got to stick up for you. But the fact that Jesus Jugs keeps bringing John up and Shannon's like, I want to talk about this lawsuit. I feel like Jesus Jugs knows that if Shannon doesn't fight with her, then she don't have shit for the show.
She probably doesn't, and that's probably part of the reason why Jesus Jugs came back. But I think it is
definitely
it's a very valid point that John Jay didn't want to be on camera or be talked about it with Shannon, but he does with Jesus Jugs, except for the fact that, let's go with the visual anesthetics.
Okay.
Shannon's an older woman and looks certain. I'm sure her boobs aren't as pretty and her stuff is sagging more than Jesus Jugs. So visually, Jesus Jugs is a better package than Shannon, but the rules should still be the same, sir. Like, what are we talking about?
How are you with? Because I really did think that John was it when we first met him. I was like, oh, good for Shannon. I felt so bad.
I didn't. I knew he wasn't going to be around long.
No,
I knew it. No, ma'am. No.
I remember Dana's like, they're drinking buddies. That's why he says he's private, because all they do is drink with Taylor and her husband, Taylor Armstrong, and her husband at the bar, at whatever that bar that's they're always at, and then he sleeps and then she sleeps with him. But like, think about it, because they never move in together. They didn't do any. They didn't move forward in like 4 or 5 years, and everybody's like, there's such a difference between Jesus Jugs and. So I mean, I do feel like
if they were drinking partners, Jesus Jugs doesn't come across the type that's going to get white girl wasted like Shannon does.
No. Well, if you remember, did you see her on Below Deck? She was with her other fiance. So messy. She was engaged to a baseball player or something, and they were on Below Deck.
Who, Jesus Jugs?
Jesus Jugs, and she
should have stuck with the baseball player, honey. What was
he broke up with her? He dumped her. Yeah, they just broke up before John.
He found a younger model. He found a younger version.
Well, I think something's up. Like, maybe she was so. She was just like fucking climbing all over him on the in camera, climbing all over him, just like really like making it extra. And I was like, she is so desperate. So she's not.
All the women out there, I think all the women out there are desperate. They're all looking for the next rich man to take care of them, so they don't have to work. They can do their little podcast or whatever business that they start. But that's why I don't understand how they don't get that they're going to recycle men out there. If you have to stay within this OC community, the OC community is small. Then you guys have already been on TV. So the OC community one is small. You guys have already been on TV, so that's going to minimize the type of the guys that you get, because real men with real money don't want to be on TV.
And the ones that are committing crimes really don't want to be. I feel like a lot of them are doing like. I mean, look, I feel like this happens a lot. Like this illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, look, and I know that Jen's a real woman, because I know she had to have known something, because I don't think she would move in with him without the confirmation from him that, yes, I'm working with the feds or blah, blah, blah. And we're going to be okay.
They all know something, but it's still the Teresa Jersey housewives in it all. They don't know the details.
Right.
They just signed the paperwork because he said so, and that's your husband or your man, and you trust him, and you trust he's going to do everything to protect you. I think it's always that, because I think it's that in real life. If my man's coming right now to come sign something, I'm probably going to sign it without really reading it too much into it. Because
even knowing what we know, knowing what we will, and seeing what we see, you still would trust. Now, see, I think we've seen too much for us to be like, I see now, like my husband, I'm too afraid, like, of him, like, fucking up the company. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so afraid of him losing everything and doing something wrong. Like, I would have to know. Like, I've already been in trouble and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I already did commit white collar crimes and like did some things that like I didn't,
Would the proper thing do to be read and have my attorney look over it? Absolutely. But in the moment, I'm being completely transparent. In the moment, if Big Daddy came and told me to sign something right now, I would probably skim over it and
Right.
then get annoyed because I'm like, I don't feel like really breaking down all the legal jargon. But because
Yeah.
of who I know him to be, he's so type A, he's so straight and narrow, he's so do everything but the right
Okay.
way. I would
Yeah.
probably go ahead and sign it. Now, had it been like one of my exes or something, oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. Probably to your point, paying attention to what we've learned through other women just watching television, I would definitely have an attorney look over some stuff. But
Yeah.
I but I say that to say it's still
Go
a
for that.
trust factor that we have with our men sometimes that we might just go ahead and still sign even in 2024 depending on the
Now,
man.
wait, do you
Yeah.
have kids? Like, she's got those kids though too to worry about. You
All of
know.
us got kids to worry about.
I know. See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like she's already put them through so much. But I mean, look, I feel like she knew Ryan was in trouble. Like, I said, was that something was coming, and he probably, she probably had the lawyer there, and the lawyer said, "Look, he's working with the feds. He's going to get, this is what he
And we're
did."
talking about Jen now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Jen said last night on Watch What's Happened Live that
Okay, yeah, I didn't see it.
okay, so she said because Andy asked, he said, "What can you tell us? What can you say?" And she said, "You guys just sit back and watch." She's because Andy also asked, "What was the connection?" So she said, "The connection is that's Ryan's best friend." She was
Right,
like,
right.
"Truly his best friend." And she said, "I can't say much, but you all will see. Ryan actually
Mhm.
has nothing to do with any of it."
Yes, he does. Come
I
on.
don't know.
Look, just admit that you fucking were helping wash the money. Like, you're a bookie. He's a sub bookie. And look, he's already told the feds what they wanted to know. It's out in the open. It's like, you know what I mean? He's already, so, I
I don't
mean, come
know.
on. Like, he knew. You know, you don't just put 16 million into your account. You're a bookie. You're paying, you know what I mean? Whatever. It is what
I
it
don't
is.
know this story, so because I don't really I don't pay attention to OC when they're not on the screen.
Honestly, right before you got on, I was reading the whole thing, and it's basically he was a sub bookie or associate A. There was Otani, the baseball player, his best friend, who was the interpreter, but something Matari or something, and then the bookies, which was like they said associate by, which happens to be Ryan allegedly, but he's saying no. And they were all giving him money, or they were getting money and putting it on their accounts, and then they were paying markers or something, doing the marker thing. Which again, I'm like, okay, but
Mm,
it's like that's illegal.
it is.
It's washing the money. Oh, and then they would go to the casino and they would gamble with the money, get the chips, and then cash the chips in, and there's your cat, there's your clean money.
Wow.
It's fucking good. It's a good idea though,
I
ain't
was
it?
gonna say, damn, why couldn't I
Yeah,
meet him on?
right. Like, holy fuck, that's a good idea. Like, what the fuck? I mean, especially if you're in a gambler, you're already gambling, and you're probably already in with like people that work at the casino.
Well,
You could
that's all.
cash it. You
I think
gamble, put it all in black, or no, put a little bit on black, and then you just cash it all in.
just well, yeah, all that's dangerous. I don't want no parts of it. Italian
Not
mob still
anymore.
heavy and all of
I'm
that.
on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
I've been 10 and 2 since like 2017.
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
off paper since then. I have not done it. One thing I have cut people out of my life because I can't. I will never ever. I was in trouble for like 20 years. You know what I mean? I was always facing some kind of stupid like charge or something. And finally, I met my husband. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And he's like a normal person, and I didn't. I had to keep. I wanted to keep the husband. Like I wouldn't.
Right.
You met him.
I
Look how
tell you, girl, you
he's so
need a
normal.
Lifetime movie. Lifetime needs to meet you and figure out how to get that story on TV. You need
Well,
a
it has
Lifetime
to be
movie.
like I'm just somebody that got I don't feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of me's around, but I'm proud of myself for not being. I was really highly addicted to dope, and like I died in 2012. So like that's how bad it was. I had no more in me to run in me, and I had to get clean. And like, but like I mean, before that, it was just being a drug addict, like buying, selling. You know what I mean? But I just don't know how I made it this long. But like I feel like I'm more of a loser than anything because like it
There's
took
a
me.
show. What is that show called? I think it comes on MTV. It is on MTV, and it's about how crooks either clean up or how they became crooks and blah blah blah.
Well, you
And
can't
your
sustain it.
story, to your point, everyone had your story is very similar to a lady they did on there, and she's on the straight and narrow and everything now. She got addicted to drugs in the midst of rock. I'm about to
Well,
combine the
medicated.
stories. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna figure out the name of the story. I'm gonna put it in Shan's chat, and
Yeah.
it's a great the series itself is great, but it definitely comes on MTV, and they're all true. And
Oh, true story, true life. Like I know what you're talking
it's
about.
kind of like True Life, but it's not
Yeah,
True Life. But I'll find out what it's called, and I'll drop it in the in the chat.
yeah.
I
See,
got
like the
I'll
weird part, like the funny part about it is my dad, my dad's connection to everything. That's the weird part. Like
which
that's where it's like, what?
which is why you need a TV show, and we need more of your stuff. Because I love when you give your honest truth on here. I'm like, oh my god, Chris.
Because I'm like, honestly, like because I feel like honestly, even at my age, and like Shannon's way older than us, right? Like she didn't make it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a left instead of a right. Like she was severely, she literally made a series of bad choices at her. Should probably never drink again. And I do believe she's on something else. I think she's on pills because she has never healed from her ex-husband.
And she's
She
too
went
much
right to
of a
John,
nervous
and
wreck.
then John fucked
Shan-
her over.
Shannon
And that
is too
night that
much.
she hit the house, she saw them together. So
Yeah,
that's when she lost her mind. He caught her drunk because she's been drunk every year. And yes, I do believe she has an alcohol. When they do the montage of all the time that she's literally been in trouble for, they've talked about her drinking every season, and we've seen how she gets. Right? She was as sloppy as Taylor last season, and then to literally act like you did not just hit that house at your old ass age, there's something wrong with you. You need help. And
yeah.
I don't want to hear that this outpatient program is what helped you. Now I know you're not an addict, but something with David, like you are not healed. She said it's hard to stop drinking. No fucking shit.
Whatever
It is
happened
the
to her?
hardest thing to stay sober when you're a self-medicator and probably doing it for so long, and that's just your life. And all of a sudden now the courts and the system are telling you you have to. But like my whole thing is, I didn't get that. Could you try again? Shut up, Siri. Oh, I'm sorry, Siri, not shut up. I love you, Siri.
But wait, whatever happened to Shannon's business that she was those lunches or whatever she was selling on QVC?
You got fucking me. I have no idea. I
She
don't know what
needs
happened to.
something now that those girls are gone. She needs something to occupy
You know
herself.
what she needs? Sobriety. Go get sober. Work on being sober. That's what she needs. Honestly,
Yeah, but in the midst of doing that, she can't just sit still and do it.
you're right. Maybe get a hobby because
That's what I
honestly,
mean.
that's
She
what I
needs
had to do.
something. She needs something. Maybe she needs to
Yeah,
go back to
I
making
had
those
to
lunches.
literally. I have to fill my time every day. First of all, my ADHD is horrible. When I'm not doing this, the days I have everything planned out hour by hour when I do this on the days. But the days I'm not doing this, I flounder. So I
That's
just feel like, like we're too old for all this, like crazy. Like, and those people on that show, she has to just know that they're not her friends and that she needs to have real friends in real life because these people are not it. These people are going to get you fucking drinking again.
and
Don't
Tamara's no one's friend.
fucking Tamara, dude. You're right. But guess what? Stay on the show, but just everybody realize that you're not real friends. And then it won't be so fucking serious. And like, you won't really give a fuck when they fuck you over. You know what I mean? Because we as normal people can see that like this is a show, and of course you're not going to depend on Tamara to be your friend. The fact that she laughed at Shannon and told her to grow up after she just
Yes.
like whether you like her or not, she needs really serious help.
Help.
And your
Yeah.
friends doing this to her is not helping.
And the crazy part is Tamara was if you look at the pattern of when these women leave these husbands in OC,
Yeah,
they all go through something almost traumatic or crazy.
yeah.
So Tamara's not any better by telling her to grow up and not being a true friend. But Tamara's selfish, and Tamara's another person. I've never liked Tamara.
And
So.
look at her friend. Look at Teddy. She's on a podcast with Teddy Mellencamp, the biggest joke in Bravo history. And literally, I'm surprised that she has not like dicked Teddy over by now, Freddie, because
Yeah.
she thinks she's better than her because she's back on the show. And you know that Freddie's about to jump out of Tamara's purse at any time. She jumps out of Kyle's purse. She jumps out of Teresa's hair at the wedding. She just jumps out of fucking people's purses. It's like we're like, where the fuck did you just come from? And a Bravo camera, surprise! It's like John Mellencamp's daughter. Go the fuck away! Like go away! I've
Yeah.
never met somebody that refuses to be canceled. Think about it. She just refused to be canceled. I give her fucking balls and credit for like still sticking the fuck around.
I've never not liked Teddy as
She's
everyone else does. So
which is
I'm
called
okay
Meg
with
Ryan's
Teddy.
husband's daughter.
I know, but I'm okay with Teddy, and she can stay around. I don't listen to the podcast or anything, but I'm okay when Teddy comes on the
Two
show.
pussies in a pod. That's what I call it. Because like, what do? You go on there to talk about the housewives when we know how desperate. It just her stuff is like, oh yeah, Kyle's right. I was there. Oh, but Tamara's right. I was there. You were everywhere now. Who were you? Fucking like Marco Polo. I was there. Oh, Marco Polo. It's like you were at every little thing, so you're gonna vouch for everything they say because Tamara, she was there, and
Yeah,
Kyle, she was there, right? So Kyle's right. It's like no. Shut up. Like,
I know.
and let me check and see. I found this thing that Mr. Beast made. I'm not gonna stop. I won't reveal it, but like I had to do this because of Teresa, because I knew this bitch is lying about her numbers. I knew it, and we all knew it. And I'm like, so now I'm unfortunately in my head I want to clock I'm not going to do that, but like when she sits there and says, "Oh, I'm the number one podcast," and it's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. You
Because
sound like the Green Eyed Bandits. No, you're not the number one.
oh my god, I can't.
And I
I'm so
love
sorry
them.
that I thought that you said, look, I said that you resemble Ron, but I'm sorry I said that. But like, I wanted to say like that you're just so like fly. I don't know, like fly, like just very like glam, and just I was like, yeah, I'm small too. And I was
Well,
like,
thank you. I appreciate that. Although we
I
can't give
really thought you were one of
Robin,
the housewives.
we
It's like,
can't give Robin fly, but
I mean, she tries.
she does try. And I did have on a sweatsuit that
You
night.
guys look
I
so
did it.
cute. No, but you did not have a sweatshirt, did you?
Yeah.
How good you look too. She
And the
got a
Philly
picture.
show. Wait, what did I for the Philly show? I had on
You wear hair. You had something cute
a
on. I know you did.
sweatsuit, right? Because the DC show I wore a fitted dress. So the Philly show I had on a sweatsuit. I did because I had to drive up that day.
Did you have heels on or something? I don't know. I was
No, I
like,
didn't have on. I had on regular sneakers. I had on high top Nikes to match my Nike Tech sweatsuit.
that's how beautiful and glammed up it is, because I did not even notice that all. And then her friend, I thought she was a radio host or something. What was her name? I forget.
That's Lonnie. It don't
Lunch.
like yes, Lonnie. Thank you. One, thank you, but two, Lonnie. For those who watch Empire and are like long
Yeah.
time listeners, Lonnie was back on Empire back when I first started with Empire, back when we were on TikTok and on the shutdown when
Oh
we were all
man.
closed in. So, but Lonnie's from Philadelphia, so of course she had to come to the Philly show.
She was trying to get me to talk. She's like, I know you want to. I was like, I'm not. I'm not. You had the microphone. I'm like, I'm not talking. I'm not. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
no.
you were talking mad shit along the whole time, and then bring the microphone over to you. You had nothing to say.
I was because I was mad at Kempire because he knows that him and I can talk shit about
Yes.
Bravo. So like, why would you not want me to talk? You know what I mean? So now I was like, no, forget it. I'm literally in my feelings about it. I'm
Well,
like,
I
no.
gotta go. I have this little 2-month-old kitten who is bouncing around, and I have to give him some attention because
Go
he's
do that.
so special.
Well, welcome to
So,
cat mom world, because we're all a bunch of cat moms here.
oh yeah. Well, I've been a cat mom, but I just rescued him.
Oh,
We're trying to get him up to a few more pounds. I just got him to a pound, so he's like 1.27 pounds now. So he's just an adorable little thing running around here looking like a rodent
send me
crawling
pictures.
under furniture. So I have to give him some attention, but I'm still gonna be listening. So keep talking. I'm still gonna be listening. Love you. Talk to you later.
Ew. Talk to you
Bye.
later. Bye. Oh my god, I'm so glad she came up, because like I know that my opinions are rough sometimes, but like I just somebody that validates us, at least like I'm trying to like not be a hypocrite. So I mean, I know I don't know everything, but like I just feel Shannon is in a bad way. Like if she can handle this, which she's now supposedly she's completely sober. She said at first it was hard. Yeah, of course it is. But there's multiple cast members on multiple platforms, multiple shows, franchises that are getting sober just because they want to on Bravo, and they can't really blame Bravo for it, even though that is probably the hardest thing to do, is to be on these shows if you're trying to not drink, or you know what I'm saying. I, for one, even if I would have said yes to ever being a housewife, knowing my mental state, what I go through, and how I self-medicate, and I have to just basically make my life as peaceful as possible, the show would wreck my life. I would just have to know that I don't need to know. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'm still talking a little bit. I already talked about Sandoval. Say, look, I don't know how to feel. I feel like at this point, Sandoval he's been jaxed for life. Like I don't care about what his. I understand why he would try to counter but like to put it out there for us to even hear that Ariana has sent it to a third party. The third party in this is Rocky. She sent it, or she took the picture and she's like sent it to Rocky, whatever her name is this week. Okay. Tom to Ariana's phone to Rocky, bang, bang, bang. So to me, that's not revenge porn. You're getting back your own damn porn. And basically it's a picture. And then she deleted it. They can digitally prove this. Well, apparently that's what they said, right? But then his IG had I just read what his IG said. His IG had a comment, or I'm sorry, a story on there about how he didn't sue Ariana. And so let's actually see, because that Instagram is, I don't know if that's still running over here. Am I still live over on this Instagram? Let's see. Tom. I'll open my other one up on him. Because again, you know what? If that's one of his stories, I'm gonna have to reply. So I literally in his Instagram, his Patreon, after the whole stuff with what's her name? I keep calling her Victoria, the one, the druggie. I feel like when he closed his Instagram, then when I heard that, I didn't even check, but I went into my page. To share it with you, and it's like, am I frozen? Look, I'm frozen with an ugly face. I'm frozen. I'm frozen. I think I'm back, guys. It was frozen. Did you see that? I don't know. It froze. I didn't do it. It froze by itself. I was frozen with a weird face. No, I did not. Look cute. Shut up. I saw the frozen part. I saw how bad I looked. I don't know what happened. Everything's like going weird. Everything's being. I was trying to go to Tom's Instagram to see if he has closed his account. Let me see. Try again. My what's it called? Hooked up my what's it called? A mouse. Oh my god. I don't know who this is. I don't know whose Instagram I'm on, but forget it. I don't want to get kicked out again. It's taking too long. You know what? I'm gonna look it up on here. Anyway. I don't want to be disconnected. What's happening? Oh, I'm not going anywhere. You guys are here, right? Let me see. My comments are going through. Okay, I'll look on this phone. Fuck it. Because for some reason, when I'm trying to like switch screens, it's not letting me do it. Yeah, I told him on Instagram that I no longer wish to wait for him to change, that he is now Jax, and I'm forever blocked by Jax, and then I might actually forgive Jax just because I don't want to be friends with that. I feel like he's like, I hated Jax, right? Think about it. 50% of the reason I hated Jax was because of the way he treated my Tom. Okay. And then when Tom cheated on us, I was extremely devastated. And you know why? I literally was so, oh my God, he did. Hold on. Tom Sandoval, you little scumbag. He did. Or he blocked me. I don't think he blocked me though. No, the most extras is still there. Tom's not there. Tom's gone. He's got the most extras on there. So where was this message that he said for Ariana? Where did he leave that message at? I don't know where that message was for Ariana, but it looked like it was on his stories. I don't think he blocked me though. Anyway, so did you know Schwartz and Jax are on tour, right? Yeah, apparently, yeah. Because all of the hate was going to the restaurant site or something. But he is no longer on Instagram as far as I can see. I was following him. Let me see. Wow, I'm gonna look for the scumbag too. Nope. Go on, let me see if Victoria. What's her name? It's for Victoria, right? Why do I call her Victoria? No. Victoria Lee. She never blocked me, I don't think. See if she's left. She probably could shut hers down. See, again, what do you not want to be relevant? Now, you guys know that social media is what keeps them relevant. Nope, she's still there. Oh, no, she's not. No, she's gone. They erased their accounts. Yeah, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Because even Billy doesn't have her. She's not in Billy's thing anymore. All right. Well, that's immature. So okay. So we know that we literally between seasons we don't know what's going on with them. So why would he go and have a wonderful redemption season, right? Which he did not fucking deserve. Get fucking Ariana all over, right, and have everybody be basically Team Tom again. And then he goes on Traders, which would have been gave him a leg up. Then have his fucking scumbag drug addict girlfriend go on and have a fucking whole ass interview knowing that she needs to go to fucking rehab. And that, like, to be honest with you, to be on all, like, to be straight and fuck the show, you need help. Like, you're enable getting her an assistant, you got to get her to rehab first, get her therapy. If you love this girl so much that you're ready to cancel your social media over it, because I'm pretty sure that's who told you to do it. I'm sorry. She does not, she couldn't even stay. Okay. Call me like a projector, whatever. The bitch could not stay sober for the fucking hour and a half interview she did. Think about it. You're going on there to debunk alleged allegations that you're on drugs and Tom's medicine. You guys sleep all day and that you're the fucking problem, right? So if you know that I think they're on pills. I think she's on dope. I think that she's on benzos and dope. She was trying to keep her eyes open. She was not out, allegedly. This is just my opinion. Saying when they say pills, when Billy Lee says pills, I believe, and pills that she will get sick if she doesn't have, got to be benzos. I don't think the Percocets. The way her face was and the way she was talking, and she didn't know what was happening, she's on benzos because it was early in the day. Oh no, I'm sorry, it was like lunchtime. They're with Adam. So basically, when you have to debunk something, right, about and say they're not on drugs, why would you then do the drugs? Because you know why? Because you can't stay sober because you're that fucked up. And I don't think she was relevant at all in the world because I tried to do a deep dive on her and I can find stuff. We all can. There's nothing about her. She's like a normal person. She was a model, yes, back in fucking 20 years ago, 18 years ago. She only dated or she slept with, what's his name? She was one of those models. No, dope like heroin. I think Tom is on meth, to be honest with you. I think that he was doing a little bit of meth and I think that he was on pills. Why? I mean, I didn't know how he was like a person that slept all day, but I don't know what drug you do all night long and sleep all day besides something that's going to make you stay up, which to me in California would be meth. Just my opinion. I also remember seeing he was very buggy eyed, and I thought, and I even said I was watching his recaps live. He was watching them with us. He was in the chat, and we were watching it, and he was bugged out. And the one fucking recap he did about one Vanderpump was with what's his name? The one who's the guy. He's married to the model chick, Jerry O'Connell. They were doing GHB on your podcast. Why? And his fucking Patreon. I've asked him twice now why. So a year ago, I said, "Why are you so mad at Ariana?" It makes no fucking sense. I said, "Just say, let's just admit that you're not mad at Ariana. You're mad at the fucking situation that you two couldn't get your shit together enough to break up. That's what the fuck you're mad at." And he said, "No, I'm mad at her." And that was a year ago. I said, "Jason, I withdraw my question. I will come back and answer it when he's fucking had more therapy and more time to think for the right answer. Because wrong answer, Tom. I'll come back to you later." Fast forward to like a couple months ago when the whole thing with Victoria happened. He would not go on Patreon. He's not been on his Patreon. I canceled it. Jigison was on there. And I said, "Oh." I said, "So I don't know what we're paying for Patreon for." I said, "But if this is the only way I can get a message to Tom, tell him that his drug addict girlfriend could not stay sober for the hour and a half, that she could debunk him not being on drugs." And then he puts a statement out that makes no sense. And he had no idea how fucked up she was. And that's all. I said, "Tell him that I no longer will be on his Patreon and that it's that was a joke. And that he literally proved himself like that he's just Jax forever." And I don't know if, I guess they probably read it, but no response, nothing. So, and then this happened and I was like, you know what? We're on a permanent friendship break. I'm done. I was like, what a scumbag move you did. That is such a scumbag move. And then I was like, what did you mean? Send it to Daryl? I don't know what are you trying to say third party? You're making people think that Ariana shared this shit when she did not. And knowing that they can go and get digital proof from her lawyer can get the digital proof from the fucking phone company if you really want to go there. Because if you're going to say I shared it, like that's some really fucking serious accusation. And then you're going to withdraw, but you're only doing because you're a fucking stupid lawyer who's the brother of Rocky Bang Bang, right? Allegedly. Absolutely. Mamir, I think you're right. You're right. It could be ketamine too. I don't know if ketamine keeps you awake or not. I've never done it, but like, yeah. I feel bad for the fact that like that he, I don't know how long they've been protecting him for, but you got to think about this. If their house was that fucking dirty, that the crew tried to be at the house. Remember Ariana said we can't have a party there because my house is too dirty. Now, yeah, maybe they were slobs, right? But what they were said, like literally when Sheena had to go there and scrub that house, did you see what she was wearing? She was wearing like hazmat suits. So I mean, come on, man. That's what somebody like. I'm telling you, I was a drug addict for 24 years. I still struggle. You're on some shit. Because why the fuck could you not stay sober? Or you tell me that you're real. And I'm Kyle Chan to back that up, knowing he owns a business and you're a respected business owner. And you were like thinking in your seat. So let's not play the game, Tom, where you think everybody's wrong and Victoria doesn't need help. This bitch, if you love her, you're going to stop enabling her. Do not get her a fucking assistant. Get her into fucking rehab like she said she needed. She said to Billy Lee, I need to go to sober living. People that go to sober living are on dope, usually. And look, I was on dope too, so I'm not mad at her. I just think she needs help. And I don't how dare you fucking go after Billy Lee and make up all the shit that you did. Because now I wish Tom would have came home and was a different, what he's doing is not what I wanted him to do. I expected him to come back and be a normal, mature person. Either put her away, get her, say, look, you fucked me up again. You fucked up my reputation when I was not there to fucking defend myself. And then you went on and tried to defend me again and you fucked up again. I would either break up with her, or if you love her, get her help. Because she obviously fucked up a big time, like a lot. She fucked up the friendship with Billy Lee. Billy Lee, who was literally there for him when nobody else was, Tom. Nobody else was. And we know, like we saw, like, that whole thing with Billy Lee and Victoria or whatever, we know just from watching it who is right and who is wrong. And it's like, of course he made it go away because nobody talked about it until he just decided to fucking sue Ariana after what he did. I can't even believe this. And if it's just to literally, so you're going to put the ball on her, you're going to literally blame her when all she did was send it to Rocky back to her account. That's the third party. But nobody's going to make that clear. That's a shame. And that chick Penny, you're irrelevant. Why do you want to be more relevant? You want to steal the name of the business. Apparently she can't. I don't know. She whatever this chick did, like, I don't know why all these people want to go after Ariana all of a sudden. Like, I don't understand that. And it's like, Sheena, how dare you? Yeah. Did you guys hear Sheena on her walk? Now you're going to fucking, yeah, he made you look like, you fucking really fucked up, Sheena. Like, I don't want you on the Valley. Please stay away from those people. Do not insert yourself by going for walks around the neighborhood when they're filming, you fucking weirdo. I'm sorry, Sheena, but the desperation in your voice and your podcast is like, you're bitter Betty. You're like Laura Lee. You're so desperate to get on the Valley. It's like so horrible. It was a live video. Okay, you're going to yell at Tom now. You're going to yell at Tom again. You're going to yell at Tom again. Sheena, shut up. He has not talked to you since the show aired, since the show wrapped, right? So this whole intervention they were going to have for him, his closest friends, where the fuck is Schwartz at? Because Schwartz is no longer, he can't follow because he's not on there anymore. Schwartz and his girlfriend have not fucked with them in a while, allegedly. And that, to me, is you were going to go back on the show now. We haven't fucking talked to these people since the show. You got your fucking, literally your what's it called? Your redemption arc season, which God forbid. Like, I could not believe that they gave him that. Okay, if the show's over, the show's over. But you gave him that, and that's how he went out. And good for you, Tom. But then you're going to fuck it up, right? So we know he did. I don't care about, he's my girlfriend. You're still backing up your girlfriend. Obviously, the show is going to put on, you know what? I think the show being on pause is protecting Tom. Because I think the house is so disgusting that they can't have him on the show. And I don't think she's leaving. She lives there. So what is she going to stay? Sit on the couch, not being part of the show? She's a mess. She can't be. She could never. She's worse than fucking Joe. She could not stay sober to fucking answer an hour and a half to not ruin his fucking reputation. And she was so in love with him and so important to her, she would have not done those pills before that interview. She was fucked up. She was fucking swaying. And look, I know it. I see it all the time. She swayed this way. She's swaying that way. She's not making sense. She's like, her eyes are closed and she's trying to open her eyes. When somebody goes like this, it's because, and then they look to the left, they look to the right because their eyes are closed and they can't fucking stop. She's like on her way to Nod City. And I was like, this bitch is nodding on thing. Holy shit, she is nodding on this fucking interview. And she's supposed to be debunking these drug rumors. And here she is, high as fuck, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and talking about, I need to get my pills. Why? What was so important that you needed to get your pills? That you couldn't call your doctor to get them refilled? Even if they're prescribed to you. Why the fuck are you taking so many that you look like you're fucking, like, literally a whore that he picked up, and like literally just a washed up model. She is, I'm telling you, I tried to do a deep dive to figure out if she really owns her house. It's her, I'm telling you, it's probably her parents' house. Her dad probably still lives there. She probably just takes care of them because she has no choice because she's, it's her parents' house. I feel like her living with Tom, why would you leave your big mansion that took you 5 or 6 months to move in, that Tom had to hire assistants for you to move into your mansion? Why would you go live with Tom then in the dirty house with the poopy stains, the dog poop everywhere? Like, girl, come on. Like, and Tom's like, I want to date somebody more famous than me next time. This bitch was so irrelevant. Somebody said she was like a boat model, boats and hose. She was like boats and hose chick. Listen to me, boats and hose. Boats and hose. I'm sorry. Oh God, bravo. What else is happening? I love you all. What's happening? I can't believe that like my numbers are down. Like, this is so weird. You know why? Fucking Twitter won't let, something's up with Twitter. Twitter will not let me. It let me say, like, it let me announce it on there. But like I usually have 300 or 400 people watching on Twitter. She is definitely worried about her job. She has been so worried about her job. Why do you think? I really thought her, like, if she didn't act the way she did at the end, I would have been okay. Look, there's nothing wrong with my Twitter. I would have been fine with her, like, moving to the Valley, literally on the Valley. Twitter is required to create live broadcasts on their platform. Please upgrade to premium subscription. I have. My God. What do you mean? I am premium. I am. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't understand. I literally lost, hey, Kath, I lost all my, like, no, what are you trying to pay me that? No, don't you dare charge me that. What the hell is wrong with you? Is that a deal? Is that really what they're doing right now? I'm not paying you $42. Are you out of your mind? You hear that shit? That they won't let me go on. I didn't know that. They would not let me go. That's what happened the other day. $4. Don't you dare. Okay, yeah, monthly $4. I got to get my check. I have to literally get my blue check on everywhere because now I'm monetized and like with super chats and everything. And like I'm monetized on all the platforms and like all of a sudden I'm not, like, it's not letting me go on them. This is crazy. Because that's where all my, like, a lot of my people watch from Twitter. And my live views are up. Okay, well now I'm premium, which I thought I already was. Let's see if it lets me go on there now. Okay. No, just go back to here. Okay, let's say premium account, go live. See? I'm saying see like you guys can say. I am. I don't know what your problem is. I am. Like, makes me say that. All right, well, I don't know. I mean, not that you guys are, but like it. So anyway, the replay crew watching this because for some reason it's not letting. Nobody's like watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, share. Please comment. Because I think I get paid like with the ads and stuff. So I guess like the more views I get and the more like shares and likes and stuff. So I mean, you guys are great because you guys are like awesome. Like, leave my live views, but I'm just upset about Twitter. I don't know. I'm trying to transfer over, but I should probably get a second device too. Because it says I'm not live on Instagram anymore, but like it says I'm over here. So I never know. I don't know. I always have to have my notes. So, but anybody know anything else we could talk about? Teresa, by any chance? What? Is anything going on with her? You guys, like, I wish I could. I want to explain her numbers. I wanted to explain her numbers to you guys, but like, She's so fucking fake. So fake. Hey, Barbie. Let me see what's going on over here. I mean, can you guys see on Instagram if it says I'm still live? You guys? I don't think I am. I can't believe that. It's making me mad. Anyway, yeah. I know, it's crazy. Usually it's like up to 300. That's crazy. I think did they stop sharing my stuff again? So yeah, they're filming it in 2 days at it's supposedly at Rails, but it's not. It's like somewhere else. But the whole thing is, listen, why are we going to talk about what happened at Rails? If you're not going to hold Teresa accountable for the shit that caused this whole fucking toxic breakdown, then what are we doing? I don't want to see her be protected again. Because if you're not going to get rid of her, and you're not going to ask them straight out, her and that fucking loser, Jen Aiden, why did you pay content creators for the last 3 years? Why you do what we saw in writing, where the proof is? Oh, they already filmed it? Did they? Oh. Was it this way? Was it just recently? Maybe it was like yesterday. Me neither. I'm going through it right now. Kath, I swear I'm going through it. I can't stop eating those goddamn M&Ms and potato chips and my avocado. I'm sorry, not avocado. My avocado on toast. That's all I eat in the morning, and that's like all I eat during the day. But I didn't think they did. Come here, Sterling Monley. Come here. Come here. I'm still alive. You're still famous. Rails is closed on Mondays. Yeah. So it was just. So you're right. You know what? Okay. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anything. But I don't care what happened at Rails. Even why are we going? Like, first of all, have a reunion and just have them not come be on the stage together. Correct? Don't give me some bullshit at Rails because nobody cares what happened. They got in a fight. That's what happened. They got a fight, a toxic fucking fight. That's what happened, just like all the time. But why do we have this fight? We had this fight because of the toxic shit that Teresa created to make everybody else fight. Jen and Danielle are fighting because Danielle was fucking her little minion, and Jen fucking had it all planned out. And all the stuff on social media, all the shit that Gabriella showed us, that's fucking relevant. It's relevant to the show. It's relevant to what the show goes on. Teresa created a toxic fucking environment for everyone. She is the one who fights with Margaret. She's the one who fucking made Jackie as a loser wannabe pick me. She basically said out loud in front of Jackie, like, who cares about Jackie? No one in Jackie's going to see it. And again, who cares about Jackie anyway? But the fact that Jackie took that hill to die on, like, what are you, like, you're so gross. Like, and then Jen Aiden, her little, like, scene in the hallway, Watch What Happens Live. Bitch, first of all, Watch What Happens Live. You are contra, like Chrissy said, you're contra, whatever. You have to appear. Your fucking shit was already set up to be on that show. So you're just there because it's like they needed to have somebody on the show. You did not answer the questions the right way. You basically gave your shit away. And you fucking basically called her a charity case again and caused a bunch of obsessed fans. We're a bunch of upset. You don't understand how. When I sat back and thought about what she said, at first I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Obsessed fans, these fucking obsessed fans keep your fucking loser ass relevant in between fucking filming, correct? All us loser bloggers, our loser fucking fans, obsessed fans, fucking keep your ass relevant. And did all your dirty work to make sure that you had a fucking show to go to, you loser, and kept your secrets for you. But now we're a bunch of obsessed fans. I didn't go. I'm not a snitch. I'm not a lie. No offense, Gabriella. You know, I don't feel like that right now, but like what you were doing was horrible and you knew you were doing bad. But then you all turned on her. What does that say when like most of all your important fucking people, your fans fucking turned on you? Housewife Historian, Trey Fab, all the people that would literally cut our heads off and call us all kinds of names in the chat, they're all changed their mind. They all were like, Jesus Christ, this is horrible. Because you know why? Because Teresa's not going to have their back. When shit hit the fan with Melissa Feaster, everybody's like, whoa, like this is fucked up. Like she's really fucked up, Teresa. Like, and then she wants her brother to think her son's not a fucking Gorgon. And we're going to not ask her these questions. This is what caused all the fucking problems. So, like, again, I don't fucking think that it's fair that, again, we didn't get to open the envelopes because that would have proved that literally Louis did make those phone calls. Then we wouldn't be here because we would have already known this, right? But we still have this fucking proof. We still have to prove all this shit. Why should we have to prove it? If we did prove it, Teresa. Everything's been proven of what you have done. Everything that was alleged against you and Louis, we have proved it to be true. You were the one who said he said no in his pajamas. Okay. He told us about that. He told us about Bo Dietl. He's the one who told us everybody was going for your seat. Okay. He's the one who admitted that the phone call went to that. Oh, you want me to share that? I'll share it. Did you just send it to me, Shay? I see something about Tom. Oh God, I see something about Tom. Scary. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to open it right now so you guys can see. Is it NT blind item? Maybe it's not NT blind item. No, Snark side, or I don't know who can't. We'll see. Hold on. Don't tell me if it's NT. Don't tell me, because then I won't be able to look at it. Instagram. All right. Oh my. I was like speechless when you guys told me that the other day. I was like, huh? He did what? All right. 1 minute. Shay, for some reason, I could see it in here. Why don't I see it? You have two, you don't have two Instagrams, right? I can never open, I can never see them. All right, well, you know, I'm going to open it over here because for some reason, I go into that Instagram and I don't see it. I can see it on my phone now, but all right, I ended this over here. I wanted to discard that. Oh. Instagram. I'm not Pahogi Mahotu, whatever that says. It calls me a whole totally different person. You sent an attachment. No, I didn't. You sent me an attachment. That's so weird. I don't know. You sent it the other day when you sent me something. I couldn't open it either. For some reason on here. Like that's so weird. All right, let me just open it here. So it says. Find out this. The bar star sees some quick cash and a storyline as a victim. Oh yeah, well duh. See, actually, I don't know. I don't think I don't know. Because why wouldn't he like literally why wouldn't he keep going with it then? You know what I mean? I do believe he's broke, you know. I know my pot's somewhere. I'm actually I gotta get more. I have the slide. I love it. Guys, I haven't smoked regular weed in so long, but listen, I appreciate you guys being here. I'm pissed off that my platforms are not letting me be live on them. I don't know that's what's happening. But yeah, that's crazy. I feel like Tom has ruined the show. Like, all right, so Teresa's ruined the show. We can admit to that. I don't know. Like, I need to know what happened. I haven't heard anything. I did not hear anything. Real Housewives of New Jersey. I want to hear anything like behind the scenes. Reunion. Chrissy would have heard, I'm sure. All right, we know it's canceled, but let's see. With nothing about it being taped. Right. 2024 Rails. Yeah, that would make sense. It would have to be Monday, right? Yeah, I think that even the date sounds about right. Yep, you're right. Monday, July 15th. All right, I'll read something. Okay, I've got something here. All right, guys. All right, we've known this for a while, though. We knew that there was irreparable friendships. Where's Mimir? I don't know. She should still be here. She might be. She was here a minute ago. All right, let's get this right. It's variety, by the way. So let's say my source. See the little thing circling? God damn it! I'm frozen again. I'm frozen again. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. I hope she's still here. Accept my cookies. Get out of there. This is a joke, right? Cookies, who cares? I just want to see. Irreparable. I know it's irreparable. I know that already. I just want to see what it says. Oh my God. I just want to show you guys, man, and read it. I could read it somewhere else, but like we had this week, Monday 15th to be exact. It could be in the Rail Steakhouse in Tawaka, New Jersey, to film a very different kind of reunion. Likely their cast gathering. See, it's not gonna let me read it right. Fuck it, get out of there. Get out of here. It's like still doing a circle-y thing. I'll read it somewhere else. I'll just read it over here. I know. I'm like, I started at 12. I was on time. I was about to hang up. Not hang up, but like, go because I don't say. But I want to read what this says to you guys of New Jersey. I want to see if Chrissy has anything too. Reels. It's not. Listen, like the second when you realize that your own sister was trying to destroy you, and that every season now that you thought it was you or you thought it might be you, it was really her. Like it was never Joe and Melissa. Because when she says, I have to make up stories to fight with people, I cannot fight with my brother this season because I gave him the kiss of death finally. I have to find reason to fight with other people. So then you're admitting that every season you found a reason to fight with Joe. So it's never been him. It's always been her. And to me, that's fucking sick. She's disgusting. She's a horrible person. She has no, listen, I'm sorry, but she has no heart left. Like when you literally, and then blah, blah, blah. All right, where's the reunion? Come on. And if they didn't call her out for what happened, I'm done. Like that means he fucking protected her. Teresa called out for rain. The Real Housewives of New Jersey has been under fire. Teresa Giudice has endured her fair share of backlash over the years. OG has been slammed for her new peaceful and zen amenity after the most recent show. Whatever, man. They have this shit so buried. I can't even find anything about it. I saw one thing from Variety. They Perdona's to protect her. And now they have Gia on that stupid show that I said she wasn't, that they didn't want her to have on. They didn't want her on that show. And all of a sudden she's on it now. God damn it. Oh, it was fucking taped on Monday. So, well, the fact that, like, you know, Andy even said it's over. Andy admitted that, remember the other last week I played it? He said that he understands that she's the one who caused all this stuff. And the reason that people don't want to watch the show is because of all the you can't even recap it without getting mad. Because you're like, Jesus Christ, like how, yeah, I don't know how, like, it can go on, but it can go on without Teresa and Jen. Those two clowns got to go. You're not going to punish my whole class. Like, think about it. Imagine being on the show and having to, like, lose your job because this bitch has been fucking with you for so long. And then you think that she's probably going to get her own show because her daughter's on TV and it's going to keep the business, it'll keep both of the shows going. It's crazy. All right, so now I got a message from YouTube about about service, like about it. It might be having issues. What? Oh my god! Then they're like, it's crazy. But I need them to like share I feel like they haven't been sharing my thing because I don't know. All right, guys. So I see your comments. I wish you guys all. I wish we were all in Jersey. I really need you guys to come here. I need you guys to come to the Jersey Shore. I might go see Bravo T without Bravo T. Oh my god, Bravo T was staying home. I'm on the podcast episodes with. She's actually in Wildwood right now, so I might go over on the island and say hello. Joe, oh my god, remember I would not. Joe's the worst. Remember Joe was on. What we're talking about Joe from Vanderpump. Well, I'm talking about Joe. Remember Joe and Slade? That Joe. She was on the 15-year, not 15. I'm sorry, the Bravo Awards, the Bravos. But they need to do. Listen, they need to do an OC. They do it for OC. They need to do it for Beverly Hills. They take off the OGs that we can't stand anymore, the ones that are causing all the problems, like Kyle and all. And you put them on an island for 2 weeks called Ultimate Girls Trip. Or like, you know, like we have Roni's reboot, right? Not really though. But the real Roni, they just did the Ultimate Girls Trip for 2 weeks and called it a day. That's the proof. You got to like force them to be together. Then you got to throw like a, you know, like what did they throw? Kristen Takeman in there? Throw a random in there here and there. Like, you know, say you do Jersey. You have Kathy, Kim, Dee, Teresa, because she's getting fired. I want her fired. Throw the random Jen Aiden in there. No, don't throw Jen Aiden there because then they'll team up. Jen Aiden's gone. Jen's gone. We'll say Jackie's gone forever. Jen Fessler's a nobody. They're all gone. So we can just forget completely about them. And then Jen Aiden, Teresa's the only one that's going to stay, but she's going to be on an Ultimate Girls Trip for 2 weeks, and that's it. And she's probably going to have no friends because she doesn't know how to have friends. but there's gonna be a bunch of OGs from, since she's friends with Kim D. Oh, Jacqueline, you throw Jacqueline in there, and Caroline, and then yeah, there you go. Because Kim needs something. Kim D. The fact that she used Teresa for what, I don't know. I don't know what it got her. Kim D's just as popular as she was before. If anything, it's worse because we don't want, like, to watch you be friends with Teresa. It makes us more mad than anything. Like, you thought it brought you clout, it brought people not to like you anymore. Like, they're like, oh, look at Kim, how fucking, she's such a user. Like, look at her fucking friends with Teresa again after what Teresa did to her. Or she, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. She's not getting you anywhere, Kim. Like, you're on her podcast. She's like, blah, 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 blah. She can't even fucking speak. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then I know she got my message about her hair and her makeup. Like, close up, Teresa. I get it. It's hard to do your own lashes. I have a hard time. My eyes, I barely can keep them open. I like glue them shut, basically. Eyelashes are a fucking nightmare. But you have the money for glam, girl. And I listen, I told her I would come over, I would do her hair and her makeup for her podcast. Let me do it. We don't have to speak. We don't have to talk. There's no reason to say anything to each other. Don't open up that can of motherfucking worms. We'll just come over, do your hair and makeup. That's it. And then I leave. I don't need any clout. I don't need you to mention my name. I just felt really bad for her. And I'm a hairdresser at heart. I did hair for a long time. Mortgages, hair. You know, I'm like a fucking jack of all trades. But I literally would I miss doing hair. So I wanted to do somebody's hair. And I was like, please let me fix your fucking hair. Because I can see she's doing it herself. And she just doesn't. She's never been a glam person by herself. And Teresa's got a cute ass body. Like, she does. Like, I can see how Louis says she's got a really hot body. It's just, she's like her fucking face. Like, she's gorgeous when her makeup's done, but when she does it herself, she looks like a clown. And I get it because I did too for a while, because I didn't wear my glasses. But I mean, like, I was willing to go and do her hair and makeup, but I've noticed she was a little bit better on the one she did this week. But yeah, and Thursday, guys, make sure Erin, I'm gonna make a thumbnail for us. Bravo besties, the real life besties. And it's like, seriously, because like I say this all the time, I don't talk to anybody else besides you guys. I have cut off all the bridesmaid pictures, my wedding picture, I gotta show you, with all my bridesmaids with X's over their heads. It's fun. And I took a marker. Why would I wish I could play. I should replace the picture with your guys' faces in my wedding. Erin, I'm going to try to do that. I have the picture on here. I think I tried with my wedding picture on here, and I'm going to take your faces and I'm going to put them on my bridesmaids. I might even put your bodies there because the one crackhead bitch, I don't want her on there at all. Like, I swear to God, I've never been so mad in my life. Like, I know it sounds a little extreme, but there was 4 people that night four of my bridesmaids that I made them promise me they were going to fucking not fuck up my wedding. Just give me one day. I asked, one effing day. And I couldn't even do that. My whole family was like, who are these crackheads walking down the aisle? They were it's a mess. I'm telling you, to this day, it's been 2016. I still never talked to M, well, except for BravoCon. The one time we used each other. And I told you, don't ever think everybody's friends again. We don't really forgive each other. And that turned out to be a nightmare. And never since. And I fight with my family over this because my sister talks to her. And it's like, I don't understand that. So, yeah. I get Joe Gorga, and I get Joe Gorga too. So, yeah. Anyway, what the hell was I even talking about? I don't know. You guys are my people. That's what I was getting at. We're my people. And whether like we see each other in real life or not, like I said, Erin, it doesn't matter. Like, I've had friends in my life for 20 years that are just there because they feel obligated, and they don't show up for me. Not one of these motherfuckers have ever shown up on here, except the ones that you see, Renee, Marine, every once in a while. And the people that were in my life forever that are trying so desperately to get back in my life, you would think the one thing that's important to me, you would show up for me here. Now that I need you the most, like the views and stuff, all that, like I said, I never be monetized, but I'm actually proud of the fact that like I've gained subscribers and stuff like that. Like, I'm starting to be proud of myself. So now it's really important to me that my family or somebody, like, especially if I'm going to be monetized, I need my family. I would want them to support me because now I feel like, okay, oh, it's Krista. Like, she's like, they probably thought this wasn't going to last. And this is year 3 and I've never given up. And it's like the most, like, I've never been successful at anything in my life except for my husband, besides my marriage. You know, I was successful at being a fucking criminal and a fucking scumbag. You know what I mean? Like, and it wasn't cool. Like, I'm not cool. It's, you know what I mean? If anything, like, I'm so proud of myself, but like, I don't know. I have to get out of my head. I don't like to not answer my comments because I feel like it's important for me, but like, so many people say stop playing with your hair and it's distracting. Well, then I'm sorry. If you see me and if it's bothering you, then just don't, like, just listen to the audio. Like, don't watch. You know what I mean? Because I'm sorry that I can't help it. Like, if you want me to be medicated, I'm not going to do that. So, I'm manic, in case you can't tell. All right, guys, I love you. 2 hours. I always said I'm going to split these up, but I probably should because Instagram makes me cut off after an hour. But you guys can see my new necklace, my new earrings. Aren't they cute? This has my wedding date on it. But all right, love you guys, and I don't see any. Okay, I got all the comments. All right, Erin, I guess I don't know. I want to like come back and do another live later, but I just don't know about what though. But I'm gonna go with this one, and then we'll see what's up. If anybody wants to go live with me, I don't know what to talk about. Maybe like a mental health check-in or something, or like a I don't know, members on. I won't say members only, but like because I don't have a membership thing yet. But like I don't know. Maybe we'll just do like a mental health check-in later because it is Friday, right? And then if there's anything going on, we'll talk about it. I'll send out the link and stuff. But I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that's what I mean. Like, it's like the fact that you guys show up. I've had friends in my life for 20, 30 years that don't show up in here. And I've repeated how important it is to me. Out of 25,000 followers here, 40,000 here on my other platforms, not one of them is my parents. Not one of them is like my, you know what I mean? That really fucking hurts me. But you're going to be on there fucking looking all over, I see my parents on Facebook. Like, what the fuck? Like, you can't, you're on Facebook already. So you don't have to go anywhere to find me. And if I saw my daughter going live every day, like, I don't know, what is, I don't know. Maybe that's why, maybe I need advice on this stuff. Maybe that's where I'm going to come back because I need advice with this, with my family. Because I don't understand. Maybe, I don't know if I'm made too sensitive, but I don't talk about it on here. I am now, but like, all right. I will figure this out later. And because I need advice and I need you guys to be honest with me. If I should just not care and just be the bigger person because it's my parents. Like, am I wrong? I'm dumb. I don't speak to them at all. Like, I haven't been there one holiday since Christmas. And I'm not talking about my dad, my biological dad and all that. That's different. This is my mom's and my stepdad. You guys are my star family, and I love you guys. And thank you, Terry. We are, and I'm sorry that that sometimes I'm a little too much for you guys. But if you think I'm too much, then just don't watch. But anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you, love you, and I am so proud of myself. So even though I get into my head, I need to find something to do on the weekends. I did say real quick. I did say I was going to start doing crafts again because I said I have my yard's done, so I don't have anything else to do out there. So it's like I need to I'm floundering on the days I don't have anything to do. Like, I need to be focused on something because it's making me feel really like useless. And I literally get mad at myself. But all right, I love y'all. You go see the kitty cat.